Round one, fight!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. This is episode number 41. Tonight we'll be doing Best Action Heroes. This is an episode that we actually did a while back on the tier ranker fight, and that was a fun one because we had Kaiser on the show. We also had Tom Dagnino, so they're like two huge action guys. I'll just say they were not fans of superheroes. Like, we were very heavy on the non-superheroes because of them, but it's all right though. Like, anytime that we can have those type of guys on the show, we're always happy to do it. But I'm your host, Jordan Action Hero Anderson tonight. I'm normally coming in as movie hero, but yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll introduce my panel for tonight. So first off, we have Mr. Jordan Owens. How's it going?
It's me, it's JPO. Happy to be here. Talk about all the big ass kickers in cinema.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. So we also have Richie, Nemo, Goodacre here.
Oh, yeah. I'm here again.
Yes.
You shouldn't. I'm on here all the time. No, it'll be fun talking about cinema's ass kickers.
Yeah. It's good to have some of the usuals back because we kind of built up some of the usuals we like having back that we know like have a good fit and we have some good chemistry. So we're always happy to have you guys back on. So. We also have Steven Shepard with us tonight. How's it going, Steven?
Hey, I love action movies. I grew up watching Schwarzenegger and Stallone and Van Damme and all those guys.
Where were your parents? They're R-rated.
Yeah. Yeah, but we also have joining us. He does all things Canadian, the Northern Consultation stuff, any of that kind of stuff. The Showdown Night in Canada, all of that stuff. He has 1,000,001 podcasts. I can't name them all, but we have Soda in the house. How's it going?
It's doing pretty good. Actually, what's funny is the podcasts you named, we don't do them anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, it's a whole new slate. Yeah, it's a whole new thing.
Oh, nice.
Name gets sweaty. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your guys' channel now? Like,
so now it's the Northern Entertainment Group. We have several shows on there. We have Rewind the Tape, where myself and Ben Rayner, who you also know, we review a different movie every week. There is a Squared Slice, which is the wrestling podcast I do on there. We have You Seen This, which is our television podcast on Tuesdays. 50 Shades of Geek has a pre-recorded Doctor Who podcast. Get Sweaty is now known as Northern Countdown. That is on Sunday morning.
Oh, nice. Well, very cool. Yeah, if you have some time, go check all that out. It's got some good stuff for sure. Yeah. And
I'm also on the Let's Get Ready Network doing the drop kicks on Saturday afternoons. That's their wrestling podcast. Coming up in a couple weeks, I'm going to be producing a show on someone else's channel on Saturday nights called Let's Talk About Star Wars, which started on the Northern Entertainment Group. It's our Star Wars show. And then I'm also potentially going to be producing somebody else's show on another channel. So I'm pretty busy. Busy.
You're a busy man. Yeah. Nice. Well, also joining us last but certainly not least, Jacob Barber. How's it going?
I'm here.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Yeah. We appreciate you being here, and yeah, it should be a fun time. Hopefully, a good distraction from anything else going on in the world. So
hopefully,
yeah. But so we'll just jump into it. I'll explain how it's going to work, and then I'll bring up our tournament fight bracket. But basically, how it works is we took the 64 most popular action heroes that we could come up with. We consulted several different lists for it, and we threw them into a tournament of 64, and we just vote round by round until we come up with a grand champion. And in tournament fights, you have to vote no matter what. Even if you haven't seen either of the movies that the action heroes are part of, you still have to vote. So you can vote for like which one you would most like to see. You can literally vote for any reason on tournament fights. So you can vote for like which one you think would win in a fight. You can vote for which picture you like better. You can vote out of spite. You can vote for if you don't like one of them, you can vote against them. So I mean, you can vote for literally any reason. So that's the fun of it. We love a good spite vote. Yeah. So it's always a good time. So yeah, and I'll go ahead and I'll bring up the chart, and also I should let everybody know while I'm bringing this up that that there are no seeding here. So we put all the 64 action heroes into a randomizer, and so there's going to be just random matchups. You could have some heavy hitters going up against each other in the first round, and so it gets pretty interesting here. So yeah, and how it works too is we always start from the bottom of the ladder. So Soda, you'll vote first, and then we'll just move up the ladder, and then it'll be a rotating thing. So the next time it'll be Steven going first, and then Richie, and then so on and so forth. Just kind of just rotates up the ladder. So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll reveal the first picks because we like to kind of keep it a little bit of a surprise here. So, but I mean, if you think of who all the most popular action heroes are, you'll probably see almost all of them on this list. So we'll start with this first one. We have Hit Girl from Kick-Ass going up against Jason Bourne. So that'll be our first matchup. So Soda, who would you vote for in this matchup?
So basically, for me, if somebody comes up who I haven't seen a majority of their movies, as in this case, Jason Bourne, I'm going to vote for the one who's I have. So I'm going to go for Hit Girl because I've seen all of the Hit Girl stuff as opposed to I've only seen one Bourne movie.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of the realist, kind of like Steven too. He's kind of like doesn't vote for things he hasn't seen either. So yeah.
Well, it's the only thing that for me that's the only thing that's fair, right? Like I can't vote for something I don't know nothing about.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean,
I don't want to say it, but some do.
Yeah. Some do, but
I mean, if it's up against something I don't like, I might vote for the one that I haven't seen.
Yeah. Well, Steven, you're up next. So, what are you gonna vote for?
Actually, I really like Hit Girl a lot, but I'm not gonna go against Jason Bourne. He's one of the coolest spies.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Richie?
Yeah, I like It Girl a lot. I think like in Kick-Ass, which is a revelation. Chloe Grace Moretz, because I think when she played the character, first played the character, she's only like 10 or 11, and just get that sort of performance out of her is amazing. And yeah, like she's one of the highlights of the movie. But like, let's go longevity here. Jason Bourne, Matt Damon as Jason Bourne's got more, sort of more of a resume. He's Kick-Ass. And I liked most of his movies besides Jason Bourne. So yeah, I'll have to go Jason Bourne here.
Yeah, it sounds good. Well, Jordan.
Richie said, I like all the Bourne movies. The fourth one was a little bit of a disappointment. Kind of reminded me of the last Matrix, like to ramp up, like, oh, we're coming back. It's the OG director, and it was not really a necessary sequel to a degree, not as good as the first three. But I do like Bourne, but I also really like Hit Girl. I'd love to see more of that character. She was even interviewed about it recently, like on Fallon. Like people are still kind of talking about seeing more of that character at some point. And I really like her story arc between her and Nicolas Cage and whatnot. So I'm going to sway a little bit towards Hit Girl. I'll go Hit Girl.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
This one's actually a lot closer. Man, my instinct is to go like if these two are facing off, who's going to win in a fight?
Yeah, right. Could be close, kind of, honestly.
Bourne's getting kind of old. Hit Girl gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Hit Girl.
Yeah. Oh, and just to let everybody know, we do have tie-breaking procedures that I'll get to once we actually have a tie, but I'll explain that when we get there. But, yeah, right. We do have like quite a few of those here, but for me, Hit Girl, I think was probably my favorite character from the Kick-Ass series. Like I really liked her even more so than the title character of Kick-Ass. Like I liked her even more. I thought that there was some really cool stuff that they were able to do with that character. But I think Jason Bourne, though, like it's just hard to go up against Jason Bourne. Like he's just a powerhouse. Like I remember when that first movie came out, like I was just blown away. Like I was just like, man, like this is gonna be a great series. Hope it goes on forever. But then we got a fourth movie, and I'm like, well, maybe it doesn't need to go on so much. But
it's the fifth.
Oh, fifth one. Okay, Yeah, you're right.
But we talking Jason Bourne. We ain't talking that Jeremy Renner bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna vote for Jason Bourne. So it's almost a clean sweep, not quite, but Jason Bourne. Moving on.
That's a tie.
Yeah, I thought it was a tie.
It's a tie. It's a tie, isn't it?
Already, Jordan needs help.
Wait,
That's a
Who
tie.
would have had Hit Girl?
Who
voted Hit Girl.
voted for Hit Girl? I swear that
Steven voted.
Me, Jordan, and Soda voted for Hit Girl. I'm keeping track of the votes.
you guys
Don't
all
worry,
voted for
Jordan.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's a tie.
For some reason I thought that Soda voted for
double check.
Jason Bourne, but that's right. Yeah. He said he hadn't
It's a
seen
tie.
all of them. So
And
yeah,
so
then we
the-
got a tie. So how the tiebreaker works then? We'll go back to that. Is that we do it the same way. We just move up the ladder, so each person will get a tie-breaking vote. But you don't have to stick with the original vote. You can switch it up if you want to. So Soda, you'll have the first tiebreaker vote. So which one you want?
I'm just gonna stick with my pick, Hit Girl.
Yeah. Sounds good. It's gonna be Hit Girl after all. All right. Sounds good.
That is definitely a upset. Yes.
Is it upset?
I don't know. I don't agree.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just because he's got more movies doesn't mean it's an upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you think of action heroes, Jason Bourne, you think of.
But she's dude, those blades, man. Nah, I don't know.
And she's tiny and small.
I'm
and
not
Yeah,
upset.
dude. I think
Yeah,
Jason Bourne would be like cousins to
kicks
kill her.
ass. Yeah.
She ain't gonna hesitate.
Yeah. But next though, we have Casey Ryback from Under Siege, because we wanted to have at least one Steven Seagal in here. So we
Did
got
we?
him in
Yeah.
there.
Sure, I mean-
Going up against Senior Inspector Chan Kwok, however you say his name. I can't even read the other part. But anyways, but it's from Police Story. Like, it's Jackie Chan's main character from Police Story. So those are the two. So Steven, which one you want to vote for?
Well, I have not seen any of the Police Story movies, and I guess that would also include the Super Cop movies as well. But I actually really do enjoy the two Under Siege movies. It is without a doubt Seagal's best role. So I'll go with Casey Ryback.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nobody beats him in the kitchen.
Yeah, right.
I might.
Well, Richie?
About making grilled cheese,
Yeah,
I will.
I have seen a couple of the. I mean, I haven't seen a fully Police Story movie, but I've seen like various clips from throughout the series, and what Jackie Chan does and the stunts that he does in those movies are insane. And he's great. I've seen the first Under Siege, and the second. I mean, if this was Casey Ryback going up against the wrestler Ryback, I'd definitely choose Casey Ryback because fuck that guy.
Yeah, right.
I disagree. I vote for the other right back.
Oh really? I'll go for Senior Inspector Chan Kwok Wing.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jordan.
Now I'm super interested in if Ryback the wrestler took his name from this. Now I need to kind of know. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna pretty easily go with Inspector from Police Story. It's one of the reasons. It is the reason, really, that Jackie Chan really kind of blew up, and people brought him over to the States, and we got all the movies that we love from him here. I also don't really like Steven Seagal much as a person or as an actual actor by any means. These might be his better movies, but I'm not even sure if I've seen Under Siege from beginning to end. So I gotta easily go Police Story. Let's check out some of the stunts. Even if you just got 5 minutes on YouTube, check out some of his stuff from Police Story. It's worth it.
Really good. Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
I would ask Ryback if he took inspiration, but he blocked me on Twitter because I asked him how he was enjoying retirement.
Wow.
Where do you want to see me next? WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, and no way.
Anyways, I have not seen Under Siege. I have not seen Police Story, but I am a much bigger fan of Jackie Chan than I am of Steven Seagal because I've actually seen Jackie Chan movies, and I really enjoy him as an actor and as like an action star. So I will also go with the Senior Inspector.
For me, I have never seen any of the Under Siege movies. I've never been a big Steven Seagal fan. I think he's just kind of a weird dude, but I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan. I've actually seen all of the Police Story movies, and they're great. One of my best friends growing up was was a huge Jackie Chan fan. So like he would always want to put on all these Jackie Chan movies, and yeah, some of the stunts that Jackie Chan does in these movies are insane. Like, and he continues to do them, maybe less so in his older age, but he's still out there acting and like doing action and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna vote for Inspector Chan Kwok Wing. That's how you say it. So yeah, I'll vote for that. But Soda?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Police Story because of that god awful martial arts exhibition video that Steven Seagal released a couple years ago.
yeah.
And yeah, no, not just basically. I'm voting for Jackie Chan because not just is he a better action star, his movies are way better. He's actually a nice guy. Whereas Steven Seagal is, of all accounts, a piece of shit. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But he taught Anderson Silva the front kick, guys. He taught UFC fighters kicks and stuff.
Did you? Yeah, right. Did you guys see that video that I just referenced?
No, but I did see a Saturday Night Live. So that was enough reason to vote against.
No. Trust me. Go and look at this video. It's he barely puts any effort into the hip tosses. Basically, it's like they run and they dive, and he just kind of follows through.
Yeah, John Leguizamo told a funny story of what a douchebag Seagal is on the set of the movie Executive Decision.
That's his best movie, by the way.
It is, even though he dies like 35 minutes into the movie.
One of the reasons.
That's why
of that movie.
But I'm not a big Seagal fan either, but I still love the Under Siege movies.
No, I feel you. They might be the ones to check out, if anything, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jackie Chan's gonna move on. So the next matchup, we have the Terminator. Might be a heavy favorite here. We'll see. Going up again.
Shit.
Right.
Oh,
we're both wielding a boomstick, so we'll see.
I'm first, aren't I?
Good, because I need.
Yeah, you're first, Richie. So
take your time, Richie.
Fuck it out.
Take your time.
Right.
Okay, I love Bruce Campbell, love Ash Williams. I think he's just so charismatic, and I don't think many people could really inhabit the character like he does, and it's amazing. But the Terminator is the Terminator. It's like most they're both iconic hero action heroes, but I think I just think you can't good colleges have Terminator go out in the first round. So I'm gonna go to the Terminator.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, man. This is a tough one. This one definitely could have been like several rounds later, even a semifinalist, finalist. Who knows? Because Ash Williams, you could argue, is the more kind of interesting character here, and Bruce Campbell kind of born to play. That's why we still all these years later want to see more of him. Even after the TV show, they're gonna do another movie. Like, we're still talking about it, but I mean, that arc from T1 to T2. I'm gonna go down in the lava with my thumbs up and say Terminator. I'm sorry, Ash.
Yep. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
I will recognize that Terminator and Terminator 2 might be the best movies of both these series. But which character am I more entertained by? Ash. So I'm gonna vote for Ash. Yeah.
Sounds good. So I'm a huge Ash Williams fan of the actual character, and since we're talking actual characters, I will say I have a bit of a hot take on Evil Dead 2. I just think that it kind of is like where it's moving from the seriousness, kind of borderline on some like at the humor stuff. There's some like weird Three Stooges stuff, and the way it's shot is a little wonky for me. I still like it, but I don't love it the way a lot of people do. But we're just talking character, and I love this character though. Like, say what you want about the movies. Like, I actually love Army of Darkness. I love the first Evil Dead. So I think I'm going to go with Ash. Yeah. Soda?
9 times out of 10, it normally would be the Terminator just because he's got the metal exoskeleton. He's really hard to kill. But for this purpose, I'm more interested in the potential matchups against Ash Williams than I am the Terminator. So that's why I'm voting for Ash Williams.
Yeah. Sounds good. Steven? You think?
Yeah, I am not a fan of the Evil Dead franchise. So, although I will say this about Terminator, even though Terminator 2 is my favorite Schwarzenegger movie, I actually, as far as the characters that he's played, I actually kind of like his character from True Lies, Harry Tasker, a little more. But yeah, I'm definitely going with Terminator.
All right, so do we have another tie? Is that what it's at?
We do. It's 3-3, and Steven gets the tiebreaker. So I wonder where he's going.
Steven, yeah.
I'm sticking with Terminator.
Yeah. Well, sounds good, though. The Terminator is a heavy favorite. That kind of maybe would have been a little bit of an upset if he would have lost in the first round.
I wouldn't have been upset.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was a toughie.
But next we got Indiana Jones going up against a man with no name. All right. Sounds good. So this time it is Jordan. You're up first. So you got.
Maybe I'm just trying to play predictable here, or maybe a slight spoiler. I'm gonna go with Man with No Name. Why not? Maybe it's just because for spite of Kingdom Crystal Skull, but it's a great character. So let's go with that.
I'm high, but I'm not that fucking high.
Yeah, right. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
This is tough because I've actually only seen one movie from each of these franchises.
Don't see one Indiana
and
Jones.
I'm pretty sure because I've only seen one. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's the last in the franchise, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and that's the only one that I've seen. So I've seen the last from that trilogy, but I've seen the first Indiana Jones. You know what? Maybe I just want to cause chaos. I'm gonna go with the Man with No Name as well.
Chaos.
Yeah, like these are both characters that are like pretty cool for like the time frame and like the like type of movies that they're in. Like this one's kind of tough, but I think that I have a little more fun with the Indiana Jones movies, and probably like that character just a little more. So I'm gonna go with Indy here. Soda?
Yeah, I'm actually also going to go with Indy, but I'm going to use like how they would compare with each other in a fight for just to justify my position. Basically, like we haven't really seen much out of the Man with No Name other than he shoots people. Whereas Indiana Jones, we've seen him fight Nazis, we've seen him get out of horrible predicaments, we've seen him escape the Well of Souls. We've seen him jump across chasms on the faith of God. So it's just. He's been through more. He's more experienced. He could probably get the Man with No Name in very ingenious ways. So I'm going to go with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, sounds good.
And it's also not just because the movie's third movie is one of my favorite of all time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Well, Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, there were a few movies that I meant to see for tonight that I just unfortunately didn't get around to seeing. Because I know A Fistful of Dollars is actually available on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But I didn't get around to seeing it. So I'm sticking with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie?
I mean, Indiana Jones has gone above using a gun. Like, there's that iconic scene, which is a funny backstory where like they just shoot it.
Yeah, but it's just like
guy,
the Man with No Name. That's all he does.
He shoots that guy because he wanted to get the scene done quickly as quick as possible because he needed to take a shit.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
But feeling out on that, I don't know. I'm worried that as if the Indiana Jones franchise keeps going and Indiana Jones, like Harrison Ford's a part of it, like it might taint the character a bit. I'm very worried about that. I don't know, the Man with No Name, the trilogy had no bad movies in my opinion, so I'll go Man with No Name.
Okay.
Ooh.
This was another tie?
It's another tie.
We got the tie.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to cause chaos. Man with No Name. See you, Indiana Jones.
Oh,
right.
Indy out round one.
That's an upset. That's an upset.
Man with No Name. Yep, and we got people rooting for chaos. We got Malcolm. He wants
Malcolm.
I didn't think people were gonna follow me in that.
The comments on this poll tomorrow are gonna hate us.
Yeah, they're gonna be crazy. Because for anyone who doesn't know, we take the Elite Eight from this tournament and we put it in a poll over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group that I run, and with the community vote. So whatever makes the Elite Eight will be over there. And we're missing some of these heavy hitters, we might get like roasted in the comments.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for me. That's two so far.
Yeah, right. Well, up next we have John Wick
Okay, yeah,
going up against Ryan Mills.
Oh man, that's what you got.
Yeah.
Like
So,
father and son.
yeah, right. This one's Jacob up first. So, who you got?
Yeah, I think this time I'm going to go based strictly off my enjoyment of the movies, because I've enjoyed every single John Wick movie immensely. I love those movies. As far as the Taken trilogy, Taken, fantastic. The sequels, not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
I'm going to go with John Wick here.
Yeah, I think I got to echo everything that you just said, because the first and the third John Wick movies are actually in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I adore the John Wick franchise, and the Taken, it didn't even sniff my top 100. So, and I think that John Wick's hands down the better character, and I do think he'd win in a fight. So I'm gonna go with John Wick. Soda, what do you think?
This one is really, really hard for me.
Yeah.
But I think the edge might just go to John Wick based because I think his kills are more entertaining. Like, don't get me wrong, the kills in the Taken movies are pretty good, but John Wick's kills they're just more entertaining. It's just got that little hint of it's just outside of reality for me. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, and also he kills the guy with a pencil. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, Steven, what do you think?
This is interesting because I think both of these are in a similar position in that I only liked the first one of both of these franchises. I think both of these franchises get worse with each movie.
Oh man.
Oh, hot take.
Yikes.
But I think Brian Mills is a little bit more interesting as a character, and I like Taken a little bit more than John Wick. So even though I'm getting outvoted, I'm going with Brian Mills.
Yeah.
Maybe
good.
there's still two more people to vote.
Yeah. And sometimes that's okay, man. Vote with your heart.
Yeah, right. Richie?
I mean, I said when it came up, I said, "Oh, this is tough," and then immediately I was like, "It really isn't." I mean, taking the first one's great, and like I'm glad that it's cool that Liam Neeson sort of rebranded himself as an action star. Although now he just does the same movie. You could literally just title it anything,
and somehow most of them are entertaining still.
Yeah.
Black Light is not good though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Liam Neeson in generic action movie. It's fine, but I guess Keanu Reeves sort of rebranded himself the same way. But I just prefer like the action in John Wick, and yes, they are better movies. So in my opinion, they don't get worse. I think they're all pretty good. So yeah, and John Wick came in number one into my top 64, so I kind of have to. I feel like it'd be silly to vote for Brian. So John Wick.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, man. Following that logic, I do agree that the Taken sequels are both diminishing returns as they went along. John Wick, I think, is a pretty tight trilogy. My least favorite, I agree with Jordan, would be number 2, but I actually still quite enjoy number 2 way more than the second or third Taken.
Yep.
So I also think too, if you just go by, I would say you could argue character either way. I think Wick's got a pretty interesting, backstory as you've seen, and the world building's pretty sweet. And the kills, I would say, a little more interesting, and they're able to go R-rated, which I think is what Taken lacks a little bit of, trying to fit that PG-13. Lots of kills, no blood. So I gotta say, overall, I got my heart definitely right away swayed right towards John Wick.
Yeah, well, John Wick it is.
I will say that the John Wick series does have a better supporting cast.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the supporting cast.
Agree.
It's interesting. It builds up a good world too. It does have things going for it more than just that.
It's got the Continental. It's got all that stuff.
Taken feels like it wasn't designed to have sequels, whereas John Wick was.
Yeah, they thought ahead. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but moving on, we have another Keanu Reeves. We got Neo from The Matrix going up against Alice from Resident Evil. So, all right. So I believe I'm up first. this one's pretty easy for me because The Matrix was my favorite movie of all time. There's since changed. Now my favorite movie is Logan. So, but until that movie came out, that was my favorite movie. So, and I'm a fan of like some of the newer Resident Evil games. I didn't care too much for like some of the older ones myself, but the movies, I mean, maybe the last one was fun, but I didn't care for really any of the other movies before that. So yeah, it's pretty easy for Neo for me. Soda.
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't care for both of these franchises. But I'm gonna give it to Neo because I respect The Matrix more than I do Resident Evil for movies.
Yeah. Sounds good. Steven?
Resident Evil Apocalypse is actually the only movie in that franchise that I actually enjoyed, and it's kind of a guilty pleasure. So the first two Matrix movies, because I'm a big fan of Reloaded. So,
so you're the one.
Yeah.
We found him.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Yeah, Reloaded has some great action scenes. Like that freeway scene is awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
So yeah, I'll go with Neo.
Yeah. Well, Richie?
Yeah, this is pretty easy. I actually didn't hate the first movie. It's not great though. Yeah, and I feel like Mila Jovovich needs a new agent.
Yeah,
she's just in.
Yeah,
like she could have been
New
so
husband.
big.
That's the reason why she was in all those movies.
Yeah, no, she could have been so big.
You just don't work with your husband. You can still love him. Just don't do his movies.
Yeah. Like she needs to, like, it's sort of like, Melissa McCarthy makes good movies when she's not with her husband.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
don't work with your husband. But yeah, like she could have had such a big career. I reckon.
Sometimes it works out. Emily Blunt.
After Fifth Element, if being honest, I don't know. And I'm voting for Neo just because, a bit of action star too. But I also didn't mind the game Into the Matrix. So there you go. So I will say,
Yeah,
sounds good.
I've seen all the Resident Evils. They're fun. They're very much like kind of a couple watches and one and done. You're done and have fun. I don't really know. Like Alice is a badass for sure, but at the same time, as far as the character, I don't really feel like we ever really get to know Alice all that much or anything.
Yeah.
She just none of the characters really were that written out. Some disappear, come back 2 movies later. So yeah, I gotta definitely go more towards Neo here. The better movies, more interesting movies, and even character. Like even the last one wasn't great. We at least got a little more character insight and whatnot. So let's go Neo.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
And I'm gonna make it a clean sweep because who doesn't want to see Keanu versus Keanu in the next round?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hopefully the cat from Keanu.
We will get that matchup.
Keanu.
Right. So Neo's moving on. Let's see. Next we have Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Up against Mad Max.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't
yeah, I think Steven's gonna ask what I'm about to ask. Are we voting on Mad Max in general or Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
I just say that you're voting for the character in general.
Okay, so we're not seeing Mel Gibson later. Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We're not going to see
That might make it harder.
Mel Gibson in this. Yeah. But
I got you.
But Soda, you're up first. So who you got?
Hands and above Nicholas Angel, man. Because he's so good at what he does. He doesn't take any nonsense. You're probably going to get Nick Frost come along with him, and plus, I just love Hot Fuzz, man. It's such a good film.
Oh yeah.
Nothing against
absolutely.
Mad Max. It's just my taste is more in the Hot Fuzz side of the ball game.
Yeah. Well, Steven, what do you think?
Fury Road is the only Mad Max movie that I've actually seen, and it's great. So even though he does get overshadowed in that movie a little bit by Charlize Theron, I will still go with Mad Max.
Yeah. Richie?
Mad Max is great. It's sort of, one of the most I love Fury Road, but yeah, Mad Max in general is like one of the most iconic and successful films come out of Australia, except for the Beyond Thunderdome, which is a piece of shit. But I love Hot Fuzz. It's one of my favorite movies. like Edgar Wright, and then they get parody more. They understand parody more than like modern day people. I mean, modern day.
Yeah.
You Two of the Six Riders a scary movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're taking it as seriously as it needs to be.
They play it seriously. So it's a great love letter to Die Hard, which I'm sure will pop up here. Maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, no, Nicholas Angel, he's great. So yeah, Nicholas Angel all the way.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan.
I loved Fury Road, one of my favorite movies of that year, but Hot Fuzz is in my top 64, and Nicholas Angel's a great character. I love this movie here. Maybe Mad Max would win in a fight. I don't know, maybe, but I'm not going to vote that way. As Steven kind of said, he kind of does get overshadowed. He's kind of not the best character in his own movies, so for that reason, and many other reasons, I love Hot Fuzz and Nicholas Angel. Let's go Nicholas Angel.
Yep. Sounds good. Jacob? What do you think?
Well, I think Mad Max would win in a fight, and that's why I'm going to vote for him.
All right, yeah. Show him a little love, yeah. Because for me, both these movies are in my top 64, and I think that I have Fury Road just a little higher, but I adore both of these movies. But as far as actual characters go, though, like Mad Max, he gets outshadowed in his own movie. I don't really care as much for some of the original ones. I mean, they're fine. I don't hate them, but as far as actual characters go, I think I got to go with Nicholas Angel. He's just so badass, and he's funny. And the way Edgar Wright directs this thing is just like really, really cool. So yeah, I got to go with Nicholas Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So Nicholas Angel it is. Moving on. All right. So up next, we got Dutch from Predator. Going up against James Bond. Ooh, okay, might be tough, but Steven, who you got?
I love Dutch, but I can't vote against Bond.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's pretty iconic, but Richie.
Yeah, I feel this might pain Austin if he watches this later, but I can't. Yeah. I think the James Bond's just got obviously the more extensive resume, and I just one of the most iconic characters in cinema. Not to take anything away from Predator, it's great, and I love Dutch, but really he's only in one film, and he's a iconic character, but I don't know. I feel like we've got a Schwarzenegger character in here already, so I'll go James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh man, it sucks. Another one where I would love to have seen Dutch go on for a little bit, but again, I feel like legacy does play a little bit of a factor, at least in my mind. We've seen so much more of James Bond. Obviously, we've had one Dutch. So I'll go with James Bond. I don't know if I'm gonna hold it up for much longer, but for this round, I gotta give it up to 007.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, people are asking, who's going to be the next James Bond? No one's asking, hey, who's going to play the next Dutch?
Yeah, right.
The more iconic character is definitely James Bond. It sucks that Dutch isn't making it past the first round. If the randomizer went a different way, maybe he does, but in this round, probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge James Bond fan. And I recently just started a rewatch of all the James Bond movies, so I am on about Thunderball is about where I'm at. So I'm like still pretty early on, but yeah, James Bond is an iconic character, and Dutch is too. But yeah, with the long longevity, because we're not just voting for the picture, we're voting for like James Bond as an overall character. So I just use that picture, but yeah, I got to go James Bond for sure. Soda?
I'm going to be the contrarian for this and say Dutch because Dutch faced and killed an alien. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, if this is just based on Roger Moore or Timothy Dalton, I would go with Dutch. But Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig, I gotta go with
Dalton is
and
my
George Lazenby. Yay!
Yeah, right.
I've actually haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Dalton's my favorite Bond.
Yeah. Well, James Bond it is. All right. Moving on.
You lasted this time, Mr. Bond, but you won't
Yeah.
last long. Isn't that right, Mr. Bigglesworth?
yes. Mr. Bigglesworth. But we have Ethan Hunt going up against
man.
from the Matrix. All right.
Huh.
So interesting matchup. Let's see. It is Richie first. So.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I obviously I love the Mission Impossible films. I just think I like how it sort of knows what it is and just builds upon itself. The only sort of misstep maybe is the second one, but maybe John Woo wasn't the best fit for it. I don't know, but you can still have fun with it. The second one's not like a terrible movie. Like Trinity is so badass. So I love Carrie-Anne Moss's interpretation. How she portrayed the character. And I don't know. I think I know where it's going to go, but I'm going to go Trinity from the main.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
Richie kind of set up some of my thoughts here, man. I was just saying to someone the other day, arguably Mission Impossible is going to go down as one of the greatest franchises because, I agree the second one is not up to par with the rest. But even when that's your worst, it's not that bad, man. And like the rest are all pretty darn good and watchable, and it's kind of getting better in a way with the last couple being some of the best. I'd love to see Trinity go on again, like in an alternate timeline, but we got Neo in there, so I want to show some love to Ethan Hunt. Let's go Mission Impossible, Ethan Hunt.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
I'll just echo everything that Jordan said and give my vote to Ethan.
Sounds good. Yeah. This one's tough for me because like I really do love Trinity as a character, but man, those Mission Impossible movies, they just keep getting better and better. It's like just when you think that they can't do it better than the last one, like they keep doing it over and over, or at least they're on par, in my opinion. So yeah, and Ethan Hunt is a huge part of that. I mean, Tom Cruise, he does all his own stunts, he does some crazy stuff. It's like, what crazy thing is he going to do the next movie? So Ethan Hunt, he's a great character. So I got to go Ethan Hunt.
Yeah, and I'm going to vote everything that Jordan just said. But also for me, like I find the Mission Impossible movies way more rewatchable than The Matrix. For me personally, but Trinity is one of my favorite things of the Matrix movies.
Yeah.
But it's Ethan Hunt for me.
Yeah. Well, Steven?
So I didn't hate the Matrix Resurrections, but it got me no longer much interested in the franchise. And so I'll go with Ethan Hunt pretty easily, actually.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Ethan Hunt it is. Moving on. All right. See it. And up next we have Thor. Gonna have a couple of superheroes.
I was wondering if the comic book people come
Yeah. Going up against James T. Kirk. Might be a little lopsided, but
it's like a badass photo and it looks like a class photo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's not a lot of like great photos for.
This is gonna be a disappointment, heartbreak for me. I think.
Yeah, but Jordan.
I'll start that heartbreak for you, Steven. I mean, it's not an easy one in my opinion, but maybe it's recency bias. I'm more of a next generation guy anyway, so I'm gonna go with the man who we're about to see reach a cool little milestone, which is having his 4th solo movie that no one else has had so far in the MCU, and that's Thor, baby.
That's great, yeah.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
I mean, I'm just gonna go with it's that logic. Who's gonna win in a fight?
Yeah.
Thor. And I'm more entertained by Thor, especially as his character has gone through the MCU. I mean, his solo movie was okay, but he was really good in the Avengers. And then he did Thor: The Dark World. Yeah. But then after that, like his character has just gotten better throughout the MCU. So I'm gonna go Thor.
Yeah. I think I gotta go Thor pretty easily. Like I wanted to throw in at least one Star Trek character, so we got Captain Kirk here. But I mean, Thor, like kind of like you said, Jacob, that the character just keeps getting better and better. You kind of see the evolution of the character, so I'm pretty excited to see where they go next with them, and also that team up with the Guardians of the Galaxy too has me intrigued. So yeah, and we're probably not going to see any more of Kirk. I mean, it's possible. I mean, he's still alive, so you never know. But
I mean,
I'm going to say
not
Yeah.
that version of the character, but we're
Yeah.
getting a full Star Wars.
yep, exactly. But yeah, I got to go Thor. So Soda.
Yeah, I do like Captain James C. Kirk as a character, but I'm giving it to Thor because not only do I really enjoy those movies, I really enjoyed the first Thor. I don't love Thor: The Dark World, but I do enjoy it more than most. But in all honesty, Avengers Endgame is my favorite comic book movie of all time, and one of the reasons is because of Thor's journey. How he goes into a depression because of what happened, and he becomes Fat Thor, and that resonates very much with me because I've had a lot of those similar moments and feelings. So I'm going to give it to Thor.
Yeah. Sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
So as heartbreaking as it is to see Kirk go down, I'm not mad that Thor is going through because he is awesome. He is charismatic and funny, and Chris Hemsworth is great in the part.
Yeah.
But I'm a massive Star Trek fan, so I definitely have to go with Kirk. The Philadelphia Fan Expo is in April, and Shatner is going to be there, so I'm hoping to get a photo op with him, especially because he'll be. I never got to do that with Leonard Nimoy or DeForest Kelley because obviously they've been gone for quite some time.
Yeah.
Although I did, when I was a kid, go to some Star Trek convention where Shatner and Nimoy were both there together. But we were like so far in the audience that, we were able to see them easier by looking at the screen than on the stage.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, even though he's not winning this, I'm still going with Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
And Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh yeah. I was at a convention where William Shatner showed up, but also it was while Carrie Fisher was still alive, so I got to meet her. And I only waited 20 minutes in line for Carrie Fisher, but the line to meet Shatner was over a 2-hour wait. So I'm like, I'm not waiting in that thing. So yeah, yeah. So, but Richie, what do you think?
The fact that a line for Carrie Fisher is only 20 minutes seems like a travesty.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, if Ragnarok didn't exist, I'd maybe more in maybe Taika Waititi didn't get on board, whatever. I may be inclined to vote for James C. Kirk because I found Thor to be a pretty boring character up until then. But like I feel like Taika Waititi injected the character with a bit more charisma, and like you can tell Chris Evans was having a lot of fun, and he's one of the highlights of Endgame. And he's great, and also I don't know. So I vote for Thor, but also because William Shatner's a bit of a dick. So
yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, so Thor it is. And moving on.
So Kirk's dad advances to the next round.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep, Kirk's dad.
I actually forgot that he played Kirk's dad.
Yeah. Yep.
First thing I saw him in.
Yep. Up next, we have Rama from the Raid going up against Legolas from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
So it'll be Jacob. You're up first.
Man.
It's not easy.
Yeah, because I think Lord of the Rings is like a perfect trilogy.
Yep.
But man, when it comes to action, the Raid, like it's full of action, and Rama is, God, he's such a badass character. I'm gonna go Rama. I think he's just the better character, personally.
Yeah. This one's tough for me because I think that I have I think all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in my top 64, but also I have the Raid 2 in my top 64. That one is in there, so it's kind of tough. But for me, I just think Rama has a lot more action. Seems like Legolas, he fights, but he's kind of For a lot of it, just kind of perched up shooting arrows, or he's just a companion that's like fun and cool to hang out with this elf guy. So, but he does have his moments, like sliding down the staircase and all that fun stuff. But I think for me, that I like Rama as far as action heroes go, just a little better. So, Soda.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Legolas, just because I think if you're going through their training, Legolas has an advantage on that, mostly because of his elven blood and all of the stuff that he's been taught. So I'm gonna go with Legolas, because I think he's a more skilled fighter.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven?
So I like the Lord of the Rings more, but I'll probably still go with Rama because Legolas was never my favorite from those movies.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, just because I think like when they're beating like action heroes, I just feel like the Raid's more of a pure action movie. Like, obviously, Lord of the Rings has great action and like Legolas, but I just think like the Raiders should be like heralded in the next 10 years one of the best like pure action, like just amazing movies the last couple of decades. So I like Legolas, but I'm going to go for Rama.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
Just because I'm jealous of that hair, I've always wanted it. Let's go Legolas.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Who also doesn't want to stay that young forever?
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So
I've actually got the one
It's,
from them all tattooed on my arm.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
No, we do not have a tie. Yeah, it's 4-2 for Rama.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Rama's moving on. But some love for Legolas for sure. But
of course.
But next we got John
Yeah,
McClane. Of course, he's got to be on this thing. But if it's Superman, it's kind of interesting. I mean, he does a lot of action. It just depends who you like better. I mean, it's not always about who would win in a fight. So we'll see. So, and I think Jacob, right? You're up first, or do you go first?
I went first last time. It's you.
Okay, so it's me. So yeah, for me, I've never been a very big Superman fan. Like I love the Man of Steel. I adore the movie. I think it's great, but I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. Like, it just seems like this like all powerful being, but then his weakness is as a green rock that's like really rare and like hard to find. So it's like
well, is it really that hard to find?
We seem to find it in the movies pretty easily, I guess.
Oh, in the movies, yeah. In the comic books, it's like everybody's got one.
Yeah.
You've got kryptonite.
Yeah.
You've got kryptonite.
Yeah, right. Yep, exactly. But for me, like, I kind of think that John McClane might be the favorite to win this whole thing. We'll see, but I got to vote John McClane. So, Soda.
I'm gonna go with Superman. John McClane is in most other times would win, but I personally I follow a lot of my idealistic beliefs based on Superman, and so I have a very deeper emotional connection to him. So I will, more often than not, go with Superman. So that is one of those cases. I'm going with Superman.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
I love Christopher Reeve as Superman, and Henry Cavill's good too. But it's
And Brendan Routh.
Yeah, actually, I do like Brendan Routh.
Thank you.
I
nice.
like Brendan Routh a little bit more as the Atom, but I did like him as Superman.
Yeah.
But John McClane is one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite movies of all time, and so yeah, I'll go with McClane.
And one of the best Christmas movies for sure. You got to throw that in there, right?
Two of the best.
Yeah, right. Two of them. Yeah. But Richie, what do you think here?
Yeah, I feel like Superman's a great character, but John McClane, like Superman has like an advantage that he has these like powers at his disposal, where John McClane's just your regular guy that just became an ass kicker, and so I will go John McClane, yippee-ki-yay, mother Falcon.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah. Well, Jordan, what do you think?
I mean, love and respect to Superman, but I can't find in my heart to outvote John McClane on round one when you think of action and action heroes. You think of John motherfucking McClane.
Yep.
Yippee-ki-yay, John McClane.
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan, who you got?
Jake,
I'm Jordan. I just voted.
You
Jacob,
did it.
go.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. Hold on. Take a drink.
So I've got a track record of mixing those two guys' names up. So
And we're next.
number one, we'll see how many times. So
My
Jacob.
name is your name.
All right.
Mine
Yeah.
is your name. It's my name.
His names are
My
way too
That
similar.
was the first draft of the lyrics of that song. My name is your name.
Yeah,
Your
right.
name is my name.
Yep.
What's your vote, Jacob?
I was gonna tell you guys.
Oh! Speaking of wrestling, Big E broke his neck at SmackDown tonight.
No, is it
Oh.
broken? I know
He's
he got
fine.
stretchered.
He's fine. Like he can move his digits, but he screwed it up. It's his
Oh
neck.
dang.
Shit.
Oh, dang.
That's how he got stretchered on that suplex.
Yeah.
That
Oh
German,
wow.
not German, the Billy.
Ouch. Anyway, my personal favorite Superman is Jerry O'Connell. So
What?
Animated.
Oh, animated.
animated,
Oh,
yes, I think
animated.
he's yes, great voice of Superman.
I was gonna say.
But yeah, you can't vote John McClane out in the first round, so I'm gonna go with
No.
John McClane.
You cannot. Yeah.
It's close, it's tough, but
Well, you can, but I mean, is it the right thing to do? I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, if you went up against someone else, maybe.
Yeah. But next, though, we got Wolverine. We're gonna pick Captain America.
Oh, you
man.
bastards!
Two superheroes. Here we go. Let's go. So, and Soda, you're up first. You got to be the first one to decide. Yeah.
Well, Wolverine's Canadian,
Yep.
but
that is
you
true.
know what? I'm gonna give it to Captain America. Just because it's like he's similar to Superman to me, where he's another one who's like he's the ideal. And plus, I think he could easily take anything Wolverine shoots at him. I mean, that's
Yeah,
Shield, man. So I'm gonna go with
that's Shield.
Cap. Cap, even though I know he's probably gonna lose, I'm gonna go with Cap.
It's like Adamantium versus Vibranium. So yeah,
Yep.
it's tough. But Steven, what do you think?
This is actually tough. I think Hugh Jackman gives a slightly better performances, just slightly. They're both really good, so I'll go. Just give this slight edge to Wolverine.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think?
Both these superheroes are no longer with us, so RIP and respect.
Yeah, right.
No, Captain America's not dead.
Yeah, he's dancing with what's her face?
He's an
Yeah.
old man, but he's not dead.
Although it has been a couple years, he might be dead now.
Yeah, no.
True.
Yeah, look, this is really hard. For no other reason, but because I've got no other reason. For no other reason that Hugh Jackman's Australian and he was good, right in the role. I'm gonna go Wolverine.
Yeah, right. There you go. Jordan, what do you think?
This is kind of similar to last round for me, man. Captain America's fun, great. I love his arc.
Sorry,
But,
I just saw the Big E suplex. Ouch.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I saw the gift before, man. It's gnarly. I watched it a couple times. I feel bad. It shows you how simple a move could be if 100 times. 101st time that move goes wrong, man. Almost as bad as them calling Pete Dunne Butch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry. This round anyway. Yeah, Captain America, good arc. I love Chris Evans as him. But as much as he might say language, Wolverine will say right back to him, "Go fuck yourself." So Wolverine for the point. I can't outvote my boy Wolverine yet. That's my main X-Men right there. So I got a Hugh Jackman. Come on.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, Hugh Jackman is one of my two favorite actors ever, and I think he absolutely kills it. No, the other one might not even be on the list. I don't know. We'll see.
Top 10?
Are you in my top 10?
Yeah, of actors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you act like you actually want to do shows with me and stuff, and
Yeah,
you
It's-
act
that's
like you're having a good
Some
time.
Daniel Day-Lewis shit right
he's a
there.
great
man.
actor. Yeah, method acting.
But man, when I think action, I think like I'm more inclined to watch Captain America fights. Like his fight with Iron Man at the end of
Oh,
Civil
yeah.
War. Oh, great.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
airport scene,
That is so
obviously.
good. Oh,
The end of Endgame.
Yeah, fucking the whole Mjolnir, man. Like,
Yeah. Like the only fight that's memorable for me for Wolverine, and maybe it's just because I love Logan and I've watched that movie so many times. It's that final when he's like coming in, running, and just
the third
messing
act,
people up.
What about
Yeah.
his fight with Lady? What's her name in X2?
Actually,
I don't
would
watch
have
X2.
gone.
I don't go back to
kitchen fight.
X2 a
I would have
lot.
gone the kitchen fight next to.
did he Deathstrike? Yeah.
I just don't go back to X2 a lot. I go back to
Sure.
Winter Soldier and Civil War and the Avengers movies a lot more. I'm gonna go Captain America on this one actually.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like this one's really tough. Like we're splitting hairs here, so I feel like I got to get a little more picky because I mean these are like two of like the most well portrayed characters and just probably two of my favorites of all time and like what, but like it's just tough because I don't really think Captain America's had a bad movie, but certainly Wolverine. You had X-Men Wolverine Origins.
He
so,
actually has, not in the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Matt Salinger one. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
But-
a guilty pleasure for me, but it's bad.
I watched it a lot
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
but I do think though that Hugh Jackman though, yeah, he's one of my favorite actors as well, and like the way that he portrayed it just seemed like he got more ripped every single movie. Like he just like got more into character and Logan's my favorite movie of all time, and it's a freaking Wolverine movie. So I gotta go with Wolverine here. So,
Yep.
but what are the votes at? Do you know, Jacob?
4-2 for Wolverine.
All right, perfect. I was wondering if we had a tie or not, but yeah, Wolverine it is.
Almost, but you made it, though we didn't.
Yeah.
Snake,
But up
snake.
next we got John
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Matrix from
again.
Commando going up against the Punisher. So, all right. And it's the overall character, so I just use this photo, but it's the overall character.
Just
So-
characters,
he's-
but
he's
only
the right
movies, right?
Yeah, just only movies. So we're not counting any of the like Netflix or the TV stuff.
It
Yeah.
makes this easier for me.
Yep. So Steven, you're up first. So
Okay, so because if we were including the TVs, I might have to go with the Punisher because I love John Bernthal's.
yeah.
Punisher.
Same. I really want to include him both.
Even though I like Thomas Jane in the 2004 version, I gotta go with John Matrix. Commando is another one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies. And
Yep.
It's awesome, and Schwarzenegger is awesome in it.
That is a fun movie to do. Like if you get together with your friends and do like a riff tracks too. Oh goddamn!
yeah. There's some crazy stuff that goes on in that movie. Yeah. But Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just hard. This is a weird trivia. It's tying it back to wrestling. Did you know Kurt Angle is John Bernthal's uncle? That's weird. Anyway,
Yeah, I just saw he was on his podcast. Yeah.
Interesting.
that is very strange. I don't know how that. But
I'm
anyway,
looking that up.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Angle was just on Bernthal's podcast on YouTube.
and he
Yeah.
said, I'm on my nephew's podcast. Yeah.
Nephew-in-law. Yeah, nephew-in-law.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. Like I love Thomas James Punisher. I guess we're obviously counting Dolph Lundgren in his portrayal of it.
Yeah.
Like he's fine.
Okay.
Like that movie's a guilty pleasure, I guess. Who else played it? Was it Ray Stevens? His name? No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's fine. But I think most kind of characters Commando. Like even though I'm being a bit stickler of like not putting like two characters that portrayed by the same actor, I probably do have to go with Commando in this one. So
Yeah. Well, sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
I'm gonna show some love to Punisher, man. I've always liked that character here, and I think the Ray was it Winstone one's kind of nuts and fun, and the Thomas Jane one's kind of underrated and it's worth a rewatch. So that's where I lean towards as far as characters and badass. I think that this would be an interesting actual fight, too.
Right.
So I'll go Punisher.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
I've not seen Commando, so I don't really know anything about John Matrix. I've seen The Punisher, and I actually did. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a good movie, so I'm gonna go with The Punisher.
Yeah. Like I kind of feel like it might not be too much longer until we can include John Bernthal. Maybe we might see him in an upcoming movie at some point, but for right now, just going off of the movies that we do have, I think that I'm a much bigger John Matrix and Commando fan. Like it's just fun just to see it, like how many kills he actually gets in that freaking movie, and he has some great one-liners too that they're just fun to watch. So yeah, I got to go with John Matrix.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with John Matrix as well, pretty much for all the same reasons as you, Jordan. I really, really liked Commando. I had so much fun watching that with my friends. The Punisher, honestly, not a needle mover for me. So
yeah.
I'm going to go with Commando.
Yeah, sounds good. So John Matrix it is. All right. So up next we have Furiosa. We got another Mad Max one on the board, going up against Leon the Professional.
Ooh.
All right. So, Richie, you're up first here.
All right.
So,
I like Leon the Professional. I think it's a great movie. Honestly, like even though it's Leon the Professional, I think of Natalie Portman. I think that movie. And we sort of discredited. I mean, maybe Tom Hardy, Mad Max, because it's Furiosa's movie pretty much. Yeah, and Charlize Theron is badass in Furiosa's movie. So I'm looking forward to the Furious movie they're doing, but something that, I mean, it would be cool if it was Charlize Theron, but they're doing a prequel, so I guess Untitled Joy, isn't it? I mean, it should be fun, but it'd be good to see Chris Hemsworth as a bad guy. I think that's what's happening. Furiosa is such a cool character, and so I'll go with Furiosa.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
This one's tough for me. They're pretty on par. I really like both these movies. I'll lean a little bit more towards, I guess, Furiosa. I got that Funko Pop. I wish we had seen more of Charlize Theron's version. I'm not that interested in prequels, but I got to go more towards Furiosa. Also, the director of that's not a horrible person like the Leon director. So let's go with that.
Yeah. Yep. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah. Again, just like the last round, I've not seen Leon the Professional. I've seen Mad Max Fury Road. I absolutely love it, and I think Furiosa is a pretty good character, pretty great character actually. So I'll go Furiosa.
Yeah. And I just watched Leon the Professional for the first time this morning. I actually watched it in prep for this. So, and the movie was fine. I mean, like I really liked the style. Like I kind of cringed a little bit when I saw Luc Besson's name come up. I'm like, but like I still wanted to watch it just because while the other actors, especially Gary Oldman, I thought he kind of stole the movie for me. He was good too in it. But yeah, Furiosa is like one of my favorite characters, and Charlize Theron might be my favorite actress working today. She's really, really solid in like everything that she does. So I think I gotta go with Furiosa just because I like the overall movie of Leon the Professional, but as far as the actual character, he was fine. He didn't really like blow me away or anything. So Furiosa. Soda, what do you think?
You're muted.
Yeah. You're muted. We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. I was saying,
Okay.
as much as I admire Jean Reno as an actor, I'm going to give it to Furiosa because she's more Survivor and she's seen some shit.
Yep, she has. She lost an arm in the process.
Exactly.
Yeah. Steven, did you go first?
I haven't gone yet, but
Okay.
It's Furiosa easily. I mean, I like The Professional, and I think genre is good in it. But I think Furioso is a better character, and I think Mad Max Fury Road is a better movie.
Yeah. Yep, sounds good. So sounds
Clean sweep.
like Furiosa it is. All right. Clean sweep. We haven't had too many of those yet. So we have RoboCop up next, going up against Harley Quinn.
Oh man. Okay.
Kind of interesting. Like maybe less of a hero, but kind of like an anti-hero in some ways. I don't know. You can kind of stretch the term hero here, but yeah. Jordan, you're up first. So.
Damn, man, that's another one. Because where do you go with this one?
Yeah.
All right, not to take up too much time, I'm just gonna flip a coin in my mind and go with Harley Quinn. I can't. This one's tough.
Yeah.
But it landed on heads.
Yeah, in my mind.
Yeah, right. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
I think Harley Quinn is a great character. I think Margot Robbie portrays her excellently, but I have a lot of fun with RoboCop. And RoboCop isn't in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But he's also not in the Suicide Squad. Just keep that in mind.
He's also in RoboCop 3, which is not a good movie.
Yes, and RoboCop the remake.
But it says RoboCop there, so that's what I'm going to go. That's what I'm going to base it on.
RoboCop the character.
I prefer the 3 to 2.
That's
Two
but yeah, this one's tough. Like this might be one of the toughest ones for me so far, and they're like vastly different characters. So it's just kind of interesting how that's still pretty tough for me because I like them both for pretty different reasons. But I think though I like the character Harley Quinn just a little more. That I love the character pretty much in like everything, all the animated stuff, the pretty much every live action movie she's been a part of. I just had a lot of fun with the character, and just but by a small fraction, I got to go Harley Quinn. So
I'm gonna go Harley Quinn because I just love Harley Quinn. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy RoboCop very much, but Harley Quinn, man, she's my girl. She's my girl.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
And plus, she's in the other room, and if I don't say I'm picking her, she'll kill me.
Yeah. Right. Well, Steven, what do you think?
I'm going to go with RoboCop because I love the original RoboCop, and I wasn't wild about either Suicide Squad movies. I mean, the second one is obviously better than the first one, but even then, I still didn't love it. I just thought it was all right. And I think she's actually overshadowed by Idris Elba and maybe like one or two other people. So I'm going with RoboCop.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think RoboCop's more of a hero, but Harley Quinn's a more interesting character. And just I'm going to go with like, what movies I enjoy more as well, and that would be Harley Quinn. And I didn't mind Birds of Prey either. Yeah, I'll throw in wrestling references where I can. I'll throw in wrestling references where I can't give the panel. So R.I.P. Chad Gaspard, who does stunts in that movie. So I'll go Harley Quinn, but I don't mind RoboCop. But yeah, I feel like the more sort of interesting character is Harley Quinn, and I love Margot Robbie. I'm Australian. So
right. Right. Yeah, you got to vote for your one from your own country. But yeah, Harley Quinn moves on. So let's see if we got any more. So it's the end of that side, but we got a whole nother side coming up. So
making good time, guys.
Yeah. Doing good. Let's see if it wants to cooperate. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got Dominic Toretto on here going up against Iron Man.
Oh man.
Yeah. Which, like, I will say, to be fair, like, you cannot kill Dominic Toretto. He'll survive anything. And maybe even an attack from Iron Man. He's freaking invincible. Like, I don't know why you can't take him.
You can't kill him because of Vin Diesel's contract.
Yeah, right.
Who's seen Batman?
Yeah.
What?
Who here has seen the Batman?
Oh yeah,
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
Who here thinks that the Batmobile is what Dominic Toretto drinks of when he has naughty dreams at night?
Yeah, right. Yes.
Seriously, I saw that thing in action. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It does look like the kind of car you might see in one of the
Yeah.
Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah. And I believe I'm up first. If I'm,
I believe
not
I'm up
mistaken.
first.
Okay, you're up first. Jake. All right. Yeah, that's why I have someone helping me keep track of this stuff while I do this like behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, what do you think, Jacob?
You know, I really enjoy the Fast and the Furious franchise. You know, even the bad ones, I get some enjoyment out of just because of all the craziness.
Yeah.
But for me, the better character is definitely Iron Man. I just think the arc throughout the entire MCU is very solid, and you know, I personally love his. I personally love his portrayal in Iron Man 3. I think just the PTSD. I think that's like my favorite performance of his. But as far as like the action goes, I think it just gets better through every movie, and of course, you know, he bookends it with "I am Iron Man." That's how he ends the his story arc.
Yeah.
That's how he starts it in Iron Man. So I am Iron Man, the snap, like he's just I love Iron Man. I could talk about him for days.
Aren't his last words, but
No, I mean his last
close.
his last words that he spoke before he recorded. Like I'm not counting the recording that he made.
no, but even before he dies, he still says something else.
Oh yeah. He's still talking to Pepper.
His last words that mean
No,
something.
he doesn't say a word after he does the snap because he's such his
He
body
says-
is so broken.
He
doesn't
says,
say
"Hey
anything.
hey Pepper" or something.
Does he say "Hey Pepper"?
Yeah.
Maybe he does. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. I think for me, like, I love the Fast and the Furious franchise. Like I've been a fan since day one. Like it came out at the perfect time for me where I was really into all that stuff. And like when I was in high school, everyone was getting Mitsubishi Eclipses because of the first movie, or like Mitsubishi Lancers, all those cars, and like super
Spoilers. Oh yeah, those were big in my town.
Yeah. So, but like Iron Man though, like I just think that like Iron Man is a character that revived Robert Downey Jr.'s career basically, and the arc that he plays, it's just really, really solid. And I'm kind of with you on Iron Man 3, Jacob. I don't love the movie per se, but I love what they do with the character though, like the PTSD stuff, and like just the way that he's interacting with Pepper Potts, and like I think that what they do with the actual character. I mean, there's some wonky stuff with the Mandarin and like how he throws away his arc reactors. I think that stuff's kind of weird, but I'm gonna vote for Iron Man because I think he's the better character.
I'm going Iron Man because he's a god. The other one's a mechanic. Like this one's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, right.
It's almost like one of the things for Superman for me. It's like it's freaking Superman. It's freaking Iron Man. Like the dude has taken on Thanos.
Yeah.
Iron Man could be a mechanic if you know that's the career path.
If he wanted to, if he went to,
Iron Man is
he
like,
studied.
he's a glorified mechanic, but I mean, like I said, he took on fucking Thanos, man. Like he bested Thanos.
Yeah, and also he came up with time travel in like a mere matter of hours in Endgames, was a freaking genius, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Steven, what do you think?
You know what? Iron Man's obviously going to win this. So I'm going to give my vote so it's not a clean sweep to Dominic Toretto.
Sure. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, Richie?
Yeah, I feel like Dominic Toretto can't die because of Vin Diesel's ego. Thinking,
yeah, right. Can't kill him.
It sounds mean because it is, but like I feel like Vin Diesel's better when he doesn't have to say much. Like one of some of his performances, like Groot and Iron Giant. And,
yeah.
But
Ryan, he's not bad.
I like Fast and Furious for what it is. It's just fun, and I won't deny he's decent in it, but like Iron Man way more fleshed out character. Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic in it. So I've got it's respect to Fast and Furious franchise, but I feel like this is not that hard. I'll say Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Steven gave Dominic some love because I wasn't going to. Yeah, I like the Fast and Furious. It's not necessarily for this character that's kind of one note to me. Kind of a one note performance as well. It's more the people around him and the stunts. Well, Iron Man is kind of the full fledged character, actor, everything here. Great, arc. And then yes, his last words I just looked up were indeed, "Hey Pep." That's the last thing he says before he.
I just remember him being very, very silent for that scene.
No, he is. I mean, he barely. That's why, hey Pep, he barely gets it out. Yeah, but so yeah, I absolutely got to go for Iron Man here as a character, and yeah, obviously even as a fight, what's Dominic gonna do when Iron Man's gonna come after?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can blow him away in 2 seconds.
I mean, he won the fight against The Rock in Fast 5.
Yeah, but The Rock didn't have a mechanized suit. Like, I don't know. As much as I love The Rock.
I mean, The Rock also lost to the Hurricane, so
yeah, that's because Austin distracted him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Hurricane 1, Rock 0.
Next we have Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon going up against Blade. All right.
Ooh.
So, and is it my turn now?
It is you.
I think it's on me. Okay. Yeah. So, for me, I've never been a huge fan of the Blade series. I think that he's a cool character, and we are kind of going off a character. But for me, I just think the Lethal Weapon franchise is way more rewatchable for me. And like, say what you want about Mel Gibson, like his portrayal of Martin Riggs was very entertaining. He's the guy that's like running around doing all the stunts, where Murtaugh's just like, I'm too old for this shit, and he doesn't do as many stunts. He does a couple, but I got to go with Martin Riggs, I think. So, Soda?
Yeah, I've never. Well, no, that's not true. I started the first Blade movie. They're not for me. Martin Riggs, especially in the first 3 movies, is such a good, relatable character. And yeah, I rewatched the Lethal Weapons. I'd probably say once every 2 years. So I'm gonna go with Martin Riggs.
Nice, yeah. Steven?
I mean, I think Wesley Snipes is cast to perfection as Blade, but yeah, I gotta go with Martin Riggs. I think he's just a better character, and especially those first 2 Lethal Weapon movies are fantastic.
Oh yeah, number 2 is my favorite in the series.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I'll go with Martin Riggs.
Yeah. Richie?
Are you saying I appreciate Blade Trinity with Triple H? That is what a classic piece of cinema.
Yeah.
Much like when you said Will is a Science Born played Blade, I think Mel Gibson's born to play Martin Riggs. I think I don't know. I just feel like if you cast anyone else, it could be a very different movie. I think Martin Riggs is Mel Gibson's great as Martin Riggs. Then Blade's a good movie, but I don't know. I just feel like Martin Riggs is one of those characters like you have to have him at least go through one more, at least a couple of rounds here. So Martin Riggs.
Yeah. Jordan?
I'll do that good old the way it's swaying round. I'll go with Blade. I think Wesley Snipes is kind of perfect as this. Yeah, that third one falls apart, don't it? But I think the first 2 are really good. They kind of hold up, some effects in the first one. But yeah, I'll go with Blade. I want to show some Blade some love.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob?
So I haven't actually seen any of the Blade series. I've only seen the first Lethal Weapon, and might be in the minority here, but I didn't particularly care for it. I didn't like the characters. So I feel like I would enjoy Blade, and so I'm gonna give it the maybe I'll like it better vote.
Sure, yeah.
Even though Martin Riggs is moving on.
But for any reason, so yeah, even movies you haven't seen. So yeah.
Also, I know this is just movies, but you know who? But on the TV show that was on a few years ago, Clayton Crawford is surprisingly great.
So it's very unfortunate that they never really got to finish the character because of backstage stuff. Yeah, like it actually that first season, it's starting off pretty good.
Yeah, if you look at some behind the scenes interviews, like it's kind of like one of those things, like was it his fault? Was it not his fault? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily putting the blame on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but it just sucks.
Yeah.
It hurts the show and the character because they were. It's a
Sean
really
William
hot
Scott.
start to that show. Like he is good.
Yeah, he is
no
great.
offense to Stifler, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Well, you're fighting such a deficient of where you started off at. It's hard to get you back.
Yeah. Yep. But next we have Captain Jack Sparrow going up against Frank Martin from the Transporter. Okay. So, Soda, you're up first. So.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the one who strapped two sea turtles together and sailed off an island. I'm gonna go with Captain Jack Sparrow because
yeah,
it's Captain Jack, savvy.
Yep, exactly. Steven?
So I love the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie at World's End. It was actually in my top 64.
Oh.
But then this is action hero, so I'm gonna go with Frank Martin.
Yeah. Richie? What do you think?
Yeah, actually, it's tougher than it may seem. I just feel like Jason Statham's great as Frank Martin, but by design, there's not much to his character. Obviously, Jack Sparrow's more fleshed out. I'm not a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I'd probably want to try to watch Transporter, but I will go just because of when we're going heroes. I don't know. I feel like I'm Jack Sparrow. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jordan, what do you think?
My favorite Transporter movie is probably Collateral, so I'm gonna have to go with Jack Sparrow. That's where my heart leans. I love the character. Again, kind of diminishing returns for sequels, but I kept coming back, and I think a lot of people did to see more Jack Sparrow.
Fifth one is better than people think.
It's not. I mean, they're not bad. Like I've never not had fun. Like they're sometimes a little overly long and whatnot, and some of the exact story arcs don't always hold up from one movie to another. But I'm just saying as far as I definitely kept going back because I want to have more fun with Jack Sparrow. You know what I mean? And if I could pull it off without looking weird, I would totally do him for Halloween. But I just be fat Jack Sparrow. That doesn't work out. So anyway, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though I like the fifth one, the fourth and fifth one kind of proved how valuable, surprisingly, that Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley were to those first three movies because it's just not the same without those two.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, but Jacob, what do you think?
I mentioned earlier Hugh Jackman is one of my two favorite actors. Johnny Depp is the other. I absolutely love Johnny Depp, and even if the movie's bad, I find him entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think he's almost at his best as Jack Sparrow. So I'm going to give my vote to Jack Sparrow.
I mean, it did get him an Oscar nomination.
Yeah. Right.
And Jason Statham was robbed for Frank Martin, the Transporter. I think
yeah, he was robbed. Right. But yeah, I'm an unabashed huge fan of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like the real reason why I love the franchise so much is for the music. Like I think that it has some of the best music all throughout the whole entire series. Like Hans Zimmer kills it. So yeah. But I mean, as far as the characters go, I think that Johnny Depp also kills it. Like he does a great Jack Sparrow, and I can't really imagine anyone else really doing it. Like I think of so many different actors, and no one can do it the way Johnny Depp did it. It's just so good. And I think that there's a lot of people that could play Frank Martin. I mean, it wouldn't just be that actor. So Jason Statham, but yeah. So I got to go with Jack Sparrow, and I recently reworked my top 64, which I'm going to do a redux of it in I think June, and there's a couple Pirates movies in there now. So yeah, but I think that Jack Sparrow, it is right. Did you vote Soda? I forget.
Yeah. I started off with Captain Jack.
Yeah. So Jack Sparrow sounds good. Moving on, we got Spidey, Spider-Man, going up against Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. his character is just called Lee in that movie. So. Yeah, but Steven, you're up first. So.
Yeah, I have not seen Enter the Dragon. I tried to look for it, but it doesn't appear to be available on any of the streaming sites.
It's hard to find, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man guy, but I enjoy the movies, and so I'll go with, since I haven't seen Enter the Dragon, I'll go with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Sounds good. Richie?
I know this is going because Spider-Man's an iconic character, and he should really move forward. But like, I also think like Bruce Lee is like one of the biggest action stars of all time, one of the best martial arts in cinema of all time. And Into the Dragon is a great fun movie. So I'll go Into the Dragon just because I think it sucks these two have paired together because I think Bruce Lee does deserve to move on because he's just such an influential figure in cinema. But I will I'll go Into the Dragon. I'll give it some love.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think?
I mean, Lee in another round, I'd go for him because he is truly a badass. Like, he probably kicked any of our asses or all of us at once. But I can't vote against my boy Spidey. At least not yet. Not round one. I can't do it. My heart won't let me. So as far as the character too, a character thing you really latch on to. We've seen it now a couple times. So let's go with Spider-Man.
Yeah. Jacob.
First off, Enter the Dragon is streaming free on Tubi and Amazon Prime. So
wait, I thought I looked at Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Jacob just called you a liar.
Jacob the liar.
No, I say that because
we'll leave the liar.
No, I'm not calling him a liar.
Jacob,
but I'm not calling him a truther either. Anyway, I say that because I think Enter the Dragon is a fantastic movie and absolutely people should watch it. But which character have I seen more of? Which character do I enjoy watching more? It's definitely Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, anyone who knows me, like Spider-Man is my favorite comic book character of all time. Like if you look like in like 5 feet in any direction, there's something Spider-Man in this room. You can even like if I pan here, it'll even do it. There's a huge Spider-Man just above my bed. So yeah, but anyways, they're everywhere in here. So so I probably got to go with Spider-Man, but I have been getting into a lot of Bruce Lee and a lot of those martial arts movies, courtesy of my usual co-host, Austin Pez. He sent me a little care package for Christmas that had a bunch of Bruce Lee movies in it that were fun to watch. I watched the first two, so a lot of love to Bruce Lee, but I got to go Spider-Man here. So.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man as well because I know Bruce Lee is one of the most well-respected fighters in the world, but Spider-Man has webbing which can put Bruce Lee into a cocoon. So that's my
very
vote.
true. Yeah. So Spider-Man it is. Moving on. All right. So up next we have Deadpool, which is kind of like a loose term on the hero, but going up against Maximus from Gladiator. So so Richie, you're up first.
There's a lot of Australian representation on this list.
Yeah. I knew you'd be on.
I'll go quickly. I'll go Deadpool. I just got to answer the door, but Deadpool.
Jordan.
Fun fact: that's me at Richie's door.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna be really surprised. This one's tough because Gladiator is such a beautiful story. A true badass. I'm just gonna go Deadpool because I gotta love the man. I love the story of how the movie came to even be. Ryan Reynolds is perfect as him. I'll go Deadpool.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob.
I haven't seen Gladiator, so I know it's a big blind spot. I've seen both Deadpools, and I think they're fantastic. I think Ryan Reynolds was the perfect choice. I think talk about perfect casting. I think that's like top 3 perfect casting. I'm gonna go with Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, just a quick little story. So my brother, we have him on footage after he got his wisdom teeth out, and like one of those crazy wisdom teeth where you're like all drugged up, and like all I kept saying is, I just want to go home and I want to watch Gladiator. It's gonna help me be a better man. All right, I want to watch Gladiator. Okay, I just want to watch it. He was like freaking out over like going to watch it. It's pretty funny stuff, but I think like man, it kind of breaks my heart not to put Maximus through because like he is a one of the great action heroes, especially for that time period that they portray. But I mean, Deadpool, I got to give it to Deadpool. That's near perfect casting with Ryan Reynolds, and he killed it. So yeah. I'm
gonna go Deadpool as well. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Gladiator very much, but I mean, Deadpool, we seen him lose limbs and regenerate them. I mean, it's no killing the guy. And plus, Ryan Reynolds is a national treasure up here in Canada. So,
oh yeah.
He is in America too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But he's actually from.
But he's one of the ones we're proud to say is from Canada.
yeah. Well, Deadpool.
Steven, do you want to vote?
Yeah, you didn't vote. Okay. Well, what are you gonna go? Sorry.
I mean, I would have gone with the one that actually won an Oscar for the role.
Yeah, right.
No, I enjoyed Deadpool, but I think Gladiator wasn't in my top 64 back when we did that episode. But if we do redo it, I think Gladiator probably would make my top 64 then.
Yeah. Well, there's a little. There's a reason why I did a little Instagram story to promote the episode, and I used the "Holy Shitball" a song from Deadpool for the music for it because that always makes me laugh every time. So yeah, it's good stuff. But anyways, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not finding Enter the Dragon in Amazon Prime. So maybe you were thinking of something else.
No, I googled it, and under watch options it said Amazon Prime. So maybe they took it off.
You can rent it or you can buy it.
Yeah, might not be updated. I don't know, but
man, Steven ain't dropping that $3.99. He's talking about that free option, baby.
Yeah, right. Yep, but next though we have Eggsy, which is like that's his full name, Gary Eggsy Unwin, I think you say.
I just watched those Unwin. Yeah, I just watched those movies. They're so good.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Axel.
I got one of the posters up on my wall behind me, but we got Axel Foley though that he's going up against. So yeah, so Jordan, you're up first. So
shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Kingsman movies.
No.
10 seconds. No, man, Kingsman movies are so much fun. I still haven't plowed through that prequel because I want to see more of Eggsy, more of Terminator. What's going on now?
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
the prequel.
Yeah.
But Axel Foley as Eddie Murphy is so great as well. I'm gonna lean towards Axel, man. I love that character. The first movie so great. Axel's pretty good too. All right, I'll stick with Axel. Yeah. I said Axel. I'll stick with Axel.
Yeah, yeah, with the banana in the tailpipe, you gotta have that, right? Jacob, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the character I've seen, and go with Eggsy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I like Beverly Hills Cop. I think that it's fun, but the Kingsman series really blew me away. When I first saw all the trailers, I thought that it was like a movie that was like a YA type of a movie. Like it kind of seemed like that vibe and feel. And then when I finally went to go see it, it was certainly not that. Like the movie blew me away. That scene in the church is just like one of those memorable scenes. It's just like really, really cool. So and I like the sequel, and for me it's debatable over which one that I like more because I like them almost equal. If I'm being honest, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Eggsy.
I'm gonna go with Eggsy as well, mostly because Axel is basically he uses his smarts to move ahead, whereas Eggsy is a trained killer, like literally a trained killer.
Yeah.
He can make anything into a weapon, so I'd have to give it to Eggsy.
Yeah. Steven?
So I'm almost tempted to go with Eggsy since he named his dog Jack Bauer, who, if we were to include TV, I think Jack Bauer should win this. Since we're not, oh well. But no, but despite that, no, I'm going actually with Axel Foley pretty easily. I love Beverly Hills Cop. I enjoyed all three of them actually. I know a lot of people don't like the third one, but
I like it. Yeah. Richie?
Oh yeah, so sorry that I'm eating. Fun story first. I ordered Uber Eats last night. I thought it didn't come, so I got my money back, and then my neighbor just found it. So technically, I got this for free. So,
nice. Bonus.
But they're watching it now. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And please don't watch this. I know. Look, I have love for the first Kingsman. I think the first Kingsman's fantastic. I always reference the church scene. That's fantastic. And Taron Egerton is so good in the character. But Golden Circle and it just didn't do it for me really. It's like he's still good in the movie. It's fine. I just think Axel Foley is just really good as this. I mean, Eddie Murphy's really good as Axel Foley. I enjoy this movie immensely. Third one, not great, but I would be lying to say if I said I didn't want to see Eddie Murphy portray this character again. Like I know there's been rumblings for decades about it, so it feels like it might not happen. We'll see what happens. I don't mind Eggsy winning, but I'll go with Axel Foley.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, with some love for Axel Foley, but I think it's going to be Eggsy for the win.
Jordan, what did you vote?
Right.
JPO?
I can hear me? Axel.
Yeah. Then it's a tie.
Oh, it's a tie, yeah. For some reason, I thought you voted Eggsy. So the tiebreaker, is it on Richie for it?
It's on Jordan.
It's on Jordan.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do?
Chaos.
Switch it up.
Eggsy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Eggsy it is. I already moved it. So.
Yeah, I did it.
I don't know. It's pretty close, actually. So I don't know if you could call Eggsy winning chaos.
I don't know.
Well, it is because I changed my mind. I flipped when you thought I was going to say Axel.
That's the chaos.
Well, next we got Wonder Woman going up against Black Panther.
Oh,
man.
DC versus MCU. So.
Well, this one's actually pretty easy for me.
Yeah, so Jacob, you're up first.
Yeah.
Have you seen these movies, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're superhero, I've seen them.
So like,
man, this time because we're going on the character. And so while I really enjoy the first Wonder Woman, and I enjoy her in Batman v Superman. Yeah. There is that Wonder Woman 84. As Black Panther's solo movie is fantastic. It's one of my favorite MCU. And his introduction in Civil War I thought was great. I'm really just talking out loud to give myself time because this is actually really tough. I will go with Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's kind of easy for me. I love the character of Wonder Woman. I mean, I'm just kind of like so on the movies. Like I'm not like in love with it, but I don't hate them either. Like I think that they're fun. I mean, they're definitely good movies. Even 84, I will give a little love to. I don't think it's great, but I still had fun with it for what it was. But on the character of Black Panther, is a really fun character, and freaking Chadwick Boseman, we lost him way too soon. Like like, man, that's one that was a huge loss for me personally too. So because he was probably like one of my favorite actors in the entire MCU, but and like even beyond that, like stuff he's done beyond that. But so I'm gonna go Black Panther. So Soda.
I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman because I've always been more DC than Marvel, but also Wonder Woman could make me hear a filthy little cabana boy anytime.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Steven, what do you think?
See, I'm not really that big into the DCEU, but I do like Wonder Woman as a character a lot.
Oh yeah, I should specify that. I'm not, when I say DC, I don't mean the movies. I mean just DC in general. Yeah.
But man, they're pretty neck and neck actually. I mean, honestly, you could do a coin flip and it wouldn't really matter to me. I'll just by an inch. I'll go with Black Panther.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty hard for me as well. The neck and neck. Just because wasn't I don't know. Maybe I thought I think his performance was a bit better, and he wasn't in a bad movie. I will say Black Panther.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan.
Yeah, I gotta go Black Panther as well. Of the 3 solo films we've had, we only had one, unfortunately, with Chadwick as Black Panther. I think it's the best of the 3 solo films that you have to kind of grasp from here. I think just the more relatable, better written character than Wonder Woman, and that's where I lean towards. I go towards Black Panther.
Yep, sounds good. Then Black Panther it is. Moving on. All right. So we got. Let's see what else we got. Ellen Ripley. We got to have some Ellen Ripley in this thing. Going up against John Spartan from Demolition Man. Yeah. A couple of 80s right there. So, yeah.
80s.
Yeah, so
who's
up first? I'm losing it. Do you know, Jacob?
I think you're up first, actually.
Yeah, okay.
You're up first, Jordan.
That's what I thought. Okay. So, yeah, this one's pretty easy for me. Like Ellen Ripley might be the most badass female action hero that we've ever gotten, like ever put to screen. Like I love this character. Like I think that she's really, really badass. I was a little late to the Alien franchise. I only saw these movies about 2 years ago. So, but I really loved them when I saw them. But I do like Demolition Man. I think that movie's fun. I don't hate the movie, but I just think going against Ellen Ripley, that's a powerhouse. So I got to go with Ellen Ripley.
Yeah, normally Stallone gets my vote because he's my favorite, but in this case, I'd have to give it to Ellen Ripley because get away from her, you bitch.
Yep, exactly.
It's Ellen Ripley.
Yeah, one of the best lines. Steven?
Ellen Ripley deserves to move on, and I'm glad that she's going to. But just so that it's not a complete clean sweep, I'll go with John Spartan because I love Demolition Man. It's probably my favorite non-Rocky Stallone movie, except for except for Copland. I do love that too.
First Blood, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the first one, yes. I'm actually. I only really like of the Rambo movies. I only really like the first one.
The latest one is taken on steroids and psychedelics.
Yep.
It really is.
I'd agree with that. Yeah. Richie?
Hang on.
What do you think? Yeah. No, you're good.
Yeah. I like Demolition Man, but I feel like the more iconic character is Ellen Ripley. We've seen more of her, and need more women on this list. So Ellen Ripley.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think?
As much as I definitely love me some Demolition Man, what a fun movie! Great rewatch as a kid, and even out to this day, it's funny. It's action. Great Wesley Snipes performance as well. I gotta go with Ellen, man. Unfortunately, I such a badass character here. Those first 2 movies are pretty freaking awesome, and I mean she's the baddest in the third one, even though third one pisses me off a little bit, but you can't take it against out on Ellen. So Ellen Ripley.
No. Jacob, what do you think?
I think Ellen Ripley could easily win this whole thing. We'll see how it goes with the matchups, but she's got to be a heavy favorite. She's definitely moving on in this one.
Yeah. Yep. Ellen Ripley it is. Easy. Yep. So.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I voted for Spartan is because I knew he was going to lose.
Yeah, you're going to give him some love, right? We got Snake Plissken going up against Leonidas from 300. So, Soda, you're up first. So, you got
Leonidas. I mean, the dude, one, is a historical figure, and two, fucking, this is Sparta, and then kicks him off the edge. Like,
yeah, right.
And I've also never seen Escape from New York. So,
okay,
Leonidas.
Well, that kind of helps. Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, so I had rewatched, I don't know, what was it, a month ago or so, Escape from LA for one of these shows. And I think it was the first One Crazy Day / Night it was for that one. And Escape from LA was a lot better than I remember it being. And, you know, Kurt Russell's good in the part. I'm not a fan of 300. I think it's Zack Snyder, my least favorite Zack Snyder movie.
I agree with you on that, personally.
Although I will say, I do think Gerard Butler is probably the best thing about that movie, but I'm still not that big of a fan. And so I will go with Snake Plissken.
Yeah, sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I like 300, but yeah, I'm not. I it's probably like the only. I mean, he's had decent performances here and there, but I feel like this is Gerard Butler's better performance. And it's not just because it's not because he's a bad actor. I just think I think he was meant to be this huge star afterwards, and he just sort of picks these sort of, you know, middle of the road sort of roles where he's supposed to similar character, you know, or he's in pretty bad movies. But Snake Plissken is a iconic character. Yeah, and I love I love Kurt Russell. This character could probably go far in this tournament as well. It's going to be hard to match up with Snake Plissken versus Ripley, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, Snake Plissken. But yeah, also Zack Snyder's worst movie is Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
For both.
Yeah.
But I will say, as far as Gerard Butler performances, the one I always think is unsung is his work in Machine Gun Preacher.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty underrated. But Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for a Machine Gun Preacher. I think it's. Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
I lost track. No, I'm gonna go with the Snake Plissken. Man, that's definitely more of my character here. It's just so much more interesting to me personally. So yeah, I gotta go Snake Plissken.
Yeah. Jacob?
I've got to go with Leonidas because I've not seen Escape from New York.
I called it.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, called it.
Yep.
Well, I told you making fun of me saying I called it.
Good.
Take control of the match, Jordan.
Yeah.
Get your own podcast. So what you do, but you hardly fucking record.
Yeah.
We do every 3 months.
So I guess you two are trying to compete with Richie and Brian as far as these rivalries.
Nah,
Yeah,
I can't eat Jacob in trivia.
No, because ours is a good rivalry. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's higher.
A more entertaining rivalry, yeah. But yeah, for me, like I think 300 it kind of falls into that category of like Zack Snyder movies that I like to watch on mute. That's like very gorgeous to look at, but overall the story's cool, but like I just don't really like care for it overall. Like it's just like people are getting their heads chopped off in slow motion and like really cool badass action in slow motion, but there's not really a whole lot for me besides that I really care for too much. But Escape from New York's great. Like I have seen Escape from New York. I have not seen Escape from LA, which I probably will watch it, even though like I've heard that everybody loves New York a lot better than LA. So but yeah, I got to go Snake Plissken. So. And it sounds like Snake Plissken it is. So.
Yep, 4-2.
He's moving on. All right, sounds good. And next we have William Wallace going up against Batman. Okay. So we're just talking overall, just like the character of Batman. So, Steven, you're up first.
I love Braveheart, but I've got to go with Batman.
Yeah. Richie?
It's really hard to vote really well because it's based on an actual person. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It feels strange to vote as an action movie here, like a character. I mean, he is. But yeah, it's just like, like Batman is way more iconic. He'll probably go really far in this list, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Even though
the heavy face.
Yes, he's had missteps with with Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but you can have fun. You can have a lot of fun with those movies. So, Batman is definitely Batman.
Yep. Well, Jordan, what do you think?
They may take away our lives, but they will never take away our Batman. It's kind of funny. Richie kind of made a good point. Sorry. I mean, William Wallace does exist. Props. But fucking, it's Batman, y'all. I ain't going against Batman. I ain't doing that yet. Nah, Batman.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
I think Batman, and that's it.
Yep. I'm kind of the same way. Like I think Batman. The only thing that I have to say is I do really like the score from Braveheart, but compared to like almost any Batman movie, I'd rather watch almost any Batman movie. Maybe not Batman and Robin, but any other one, I'd watch it over Braveheart. So yeah.
I love Braveheart. Don't get me wrong, but it's fucking Batman. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, not only live action, but like there's several animated movies.
Oh God, yeah,
as well.
Oh yeah,
God, yeah. Under the Red Hood's still my favorite one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Under the Red Hood.
Yeah, I think the only animated one I've seen is Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah,
that one surprisingly doesn't hold up as well.
Watch something from the last decade, Steven.
I prefer Lego.
Yeah, Lego's a good one.
Other than Lego Batman movie, they're all straight to video.
Yep.
That doesn't mean they're not good movies, man.
They're all on HBO Max now.
Snooty theater goer.
Yeah.
Especially in this times, like a lot of things go on streaming services are great,
Yep.
And then there's
You're called Hidden
Home Alone
Gems.
sequel, so it doesn't always mean that. But
And there's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That one deserves it.
Next though, we have Aragorn from Lord of the Rings going up against Jack Traven from Speed. So it's kind of an interesting matchup, but
I think I'm the last one, so this gives me some time to have to.
Yeah, so it's Richie first.
As much as I think Speed's one of the better action movies. Like, he's one of the best action movies of all time, and Keanu Reeves is great in it. But I don't know, and his presence is sorely lost. It felt in Speed 2 Cruise Control. That movie probably wouldn't have been good with him in it anyway, just because of general premise and script. But he definitely brings something to the table that Keanu Reeves got this this sort of aura about him, charisma that other people don't. You can't sort of teach. But Aragorn is one of they're probably if you're going to vote a character from Lord of the Rings, I think it's going to be Aragorn. I think he's Big and Watson is fantastic, and I think in the fight, Aragorn would kick Jack Chapman's ass. So Aragorn.
Oh yeah, yep. Jordan, what do you think?
Speed's a lot of fun, but at the same time, man, I can't vote him over Aragorn. Viggo's so great in it, and I love one of his final moments. You bow to no one, and he's a badass, man. And also, again, if you use that fight logic, I don't think Jack's got a chance. Let's go Aragorn. My vote is Viggo.
Yeah, Jacob, what do you think?
We've shown Keanu Reeves a lot of love. I mean, he's guaranteed to make it to the third round because, he's going against himself in the second round. And like I said earlier, I think Lord of the Rings is a perfect trilogy, and I think Aragorn is one of the best characters. So I'm going to go with Aragorn.
Yeah, so Austin kind of helped me make this list a little bit, and we were debating between Jack Traven and Johnny Utah, so it would have been one of those two to have on there. So yeah. So
I think
It's a bit of a
you're
coin
right.
toss for us, but
I think if
I know-
for a hero, this makes more sense.
yeah.
I prefer Johnny Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Jack.
I prefer Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Way too many Johnnies, but yeah, just him just riding around on a bus, and it's great, and it's really gripping. But he doesn't have too much action besides the very beginning of the movie. There's a few scenes before he gets on that bus, but I do think he has really good chemistry with Sandra Bullock. So I mean, there's that. But I mean, Aragorn though, like he's an iconic character. I think that like in my mind, he almost kind of leads the group in a lot of ways. I mean, it's debatable. I mean, there's some really strong characters all throughout Lord of the Rings, but yeah, like I think, and in a real fight, Aragorn would kick Jack Traven's ass. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Aragorn. Soda?
Oh yeah, it's Aragorn. That's it.
Yep.
It's Aragorn.
Yep. Well, Steven, have you had some time to think?
I mean, Speed is my favorite Keanu Reeves movie and probably my favorite character of his. So it kind of sucks that he's not moving on. But I'm not mad about Aragorn moving on because, he deserves to as well. Just to give him some love so it's not a complete clean sweep, I'll give my vote to Jack Traven.
Yeah. Sounds good. A little love for Jack Traven, but Aragorn. Moving on.
Ooh, that was
All
cool.
right. Yeah. So up next we have Han Solo, even though Chewie's there, but it's yeah. Going up against Harry Callahan from Dirty Harry. So yeah. So we'll start with Jordan this time.
Good shot first.
Luckily, we showed some Clint Eastwood love already, so it makes it just that much easier to go with Han Solo here. So much charisma in the first three, and then he kind of got grumpy, but in the first three for sure, Han Solo, and also shout out to Chewie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah, I gotta go with the character I enjoy more, and that's the character who is in the movies that I've seen, and go with Han Solo.
Yeah, usually you enjoy the movies you've seen a little more. Yeah, I would say that.
Well, not always. I did watch Son of the Mask before.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that movie is horrendous, but yeah. So for this one, though, like I have a lot of love for the Dirty Harry series. Like it's fun to watch. I actually used to work in the medical field, and I would sit with a lot of old people, and there's a lot of old people that love watching these Dirty Harry movies. So that's how I saw them. It was just doing that, but I mean, Han Solo is Han Solo. He's iconic, and he's like one of the best characters in all of Star Wars. So gotta go Han Solo. Soda?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be Han Solo for me as well. Because he's got better weapons at his arsenal, and also he's seen some shit.
Yep, exactly. Yep, yeah. Steven?
So I've only seen one Dirty Harry movie, and that's the first one. And it's not a movie I particularly care that much for, but none of my issues with the movie have anything to do with Clint Eastwood or that character. He was cool. It's mostly because it has one of the most annoying villains I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, that is true.
So because of that, I'll go with Han Solo.
Yeah, sounds good.
As long as it's Harrison Ford and not the guy that played him in Solo, who I thought was bland and
Yeah, Aaron.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Leave Alden alone.
Yeah. But Richie?
Yeah, well, I like how these photos match up. By the way, they genuinely look
Yeah.
good.
Hey, who shot first in these photos?
I didn't
stand up.
Yeah. It's the trouble having two comedians on the panel. We try to do the same joke.
Yeah. Party har.
Yeah, like
the Chuckle Hut.
similar logic to Jordan. Surprisingly, it's great. We've got like Clint Eastwood love, and the character is going through to the next round. But yeah, Han Solo is one of the ingredients that makes the the original trilogy really great. Yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, Harrison Ford is this character. So
Wait.
yeah,
Didn't we have Harrison Ford versus Clint Eastwood on the other side as well?
We did.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
man with
right.
no name took out.
Yeah.
The man with no name
funny.
took out Indiana Jones.
I didn't even piece
oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
think-
Yeah, justice
in
for
the words-
Harrison.
Yeah,
in
we're
the
not
words
going
of
to
my-
make Harrison Ford's day.
I think I would have preferred the opposite, personally.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
You got outvoted, Steven.
Yep. Yeah. So, speaking of Star Wars, we'll keep it on the Star Wars train with Luke Skywalker going up against Marion Cabretti from Cobra. So yeah,
That movie's so ridiculous.
yeah. So it'll be Jacob up first. So you got.
I mean, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and no, this should surprise nobody, but I have not seen Cobra, so I
Not a
will
lot of
Luke
people did.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
What?
So not a lot of people did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Luke Skywalker. Iconic character.
Yep, you're right about that. Not a lot of people did, including me. I've not seen Cobra, so but it's one of those movies that we'll probably get around to watching eventually because I'm a big Stallone fan. But I mean, Luke Skywalker's Luke Skywalker. Like he's probably the greatest Jedi we freaking have, and yeah, he's awesome. So I got to go with Luke. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Luke too because it's Luke freaking Skywalker. Even though I really do love me scenes of Sylvester Stallone cutting up pieces of pizza with scissors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this one it's a no brainer. I mean, it's Luke fucking Skywalker.
Yep. Steven?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Cobra. I don't even really remember that much of it. I don't think, from what I remember, I don't think it was like it was Stallone's worst, but definitely nowhere near being one of his best either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in the bottom.
So I will go with Luke Skywalker, even though I never thought Luke was as interesting as some of the other characters in Star Wars. Although this might be blasphemy for many, but I thought he was actually a little bit more interesting in The Last Jedi because he's not as vanilla as
Blasphemy.
as he is in the original trilogy. Even though A New Hope is in the top two for Star Wars movies for me.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer? Like that thing was like freaking awesome, and another great Jedi that might rival Luke, maybe. But yeah. But Richie?
Yeah, I feel like if we're going to get Sly representation, there'll be probably another character that comes up here soon, maybe next. I don't know. Interesting, he hasn't come up yet. But yeah, so and I feel like Cobra is one of those ones. Cobra's a weird one where it's like it's very like it's a well-known movie, but it's also a movie not a lot of people have seen. It's a bit weird. It's just like I guess because Sly doesn't do a lot of movies, it's just like when he does do a movie, it's an event, so people didn't know about Cobra. But I don't know if many people have seen it. I'm one of those people, so I have to go Luke Skywalker.
I saw it at a very inappropriately young age because my parents had the VHS because of the Columbia House thing from way back then.
Oh yeah.
So I had access to a lot of those movies, and that was one I watched. I was like, what the? Way too young.
Yeah. Well, Luke Skywalker it is. Oh wait, did you vote, Jordan?
Jordan voted.
I didn't. I was able to make it back. Yeah, Barber logic. Haven't seen Cobra. Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I would like you to call it Barber logic every time you use it from now on.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought you said Barbara logic for a second.
Barbara Streisand logic.
Yeah, but up next
Here we go.
Yeah, Rambo. There he is. He's his very next one. Going up against Sarah Connor.
Oh man, fuck off.
Yeah, this is a tough one. This could literally almost be a championship match, maybe. But yeah, so it's me first. Dang, this one's tough because I'm not a huge fan of very many Rambo movies. Like I love First Blood, and I love the final one. Actually, the ones in between, I mean, they're okay, but I don't know. Like, I think that I got to give it to Sarah Connor here. She's just the more interesting character to me personally, and like I just have more fun with her character. So I'm gonna go Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor definitely is a survivor, but I'm gonna go with Rambo because he ripped a guy's heart out with his bare hands, and he cauterized a wound by pouring gunpowder in it and lighting it on fire. So yeah, it's Rambo.
Yeah. Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, it's Sarah Connor for me for sure. Like I said before, I like the first Blood a lot, but after that,
yeah. Richie?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to contradict myself because I said there's going to be sly representation. Would probably I vote for this one, but I didn't plan on going up against Sarah Connor. I love the character Sarah Connor. I think Linda Hamilton is great. And it's just such a badass. Even like the TV, the short. I know I'm talking about movies, but the TV show, the Sarah Chronicles, is actually pretty decent. It got more love when I was at, but so I will go Sarah Connor actually.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan?
Yeah, it's a thinker for a second, but man, not too long afterwards, I got to come to the conclusion of Sarah Connor. I obviously John Rambo's an absolute badass, and it's another one where, hey, who knows, he could have lasted a while, but movie quality wise, I don't really know if it ever gets much better than the first couple, and it's kind of tread long. Meanwhile, Sarah Connor's got a great arc from where she starts off in the first one as just a girl who needs protection, is such a badass. Her working out in the second one, and being the best part of the most recent sequel is getting to see that character come back. Something that I think a lot of people really wanted. So I sway towards Sarah Connor.
Yeah, for sure. Jacob?
I've only seen one Rambo movie. I've seen the entire Terminator franchise, and I do really enjoy the character of Sarah Connor, so she's gonna get my vote as well.
Yeah. Well, it was a close one. I mean, it could have gone almost either way, but Sarah Connor it is. So, yeah. Rambo out in round one.
Yeah, that is a bit upset for you.
Yeah, but we still have The Bride from Kill Bill, and going against the Winter Soldier, which is another loose hero type thing.
Because he becomes a hero.
He was a hero once, then he becomes a villain, and then he becomes a hero again. So yeah.
Tortured soul, a hero nonetheless.
Yeah. But Soda, you're up first, though.
So I actually watched Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 for the first time last night, and wow, did I miss that trend by 20 years. I'm going to say it's probably my favorite Quentin Tarantino films. But I'm going to give it to the Winter Soldier because this is he's also is bred to do this stuff, but I just think he's more visceral and he just goes straight forward for the attack in a way that's different than the Bride. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Winter Soldier, but this is one where it's not by much.
Yeah, sounds good. Steven, what do you think?
So, Winter Soldier was a great villain in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. As far as him being a hero, though, he's not in the movies. He's not used that much. But I do like him a lot in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But since we're not including TV, but it wouldn't matter anyways, because even if they did use him, the Bride would still win this easily for me.
Yeah. Sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah. I like Winter Soldier. I like Sebastian Stan's portrayal of the character, but I can't go past Quentin Tarantino movie. I think everything was just so great with his character. I came to the Kill Bill pretty late as well, and I had the same reaction. I'm like, how come I didn't watch this when it came out? It's a fantastic, and Beatrix Kiddo is just a great character. I mean, they're both sort of anti-heroes if you think about it. Like she. The Bride kills, the girl's mum right when she's in the house. So
yeah,
it's a bit of a heel.
Pretty brutal. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say The Bride.
Yeah. Jordan, what do you think?
Yeah, I lean more towards The Bride here, man. Richie just mentioned the scene. I still want that sequel where the daughter goes after revenge for her mom and see how that plays out. But yeah, Bride is such a badass. It's a great arc. Yeah, that's where I lean towards The Bride.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, I'm also. It sounds like I'm still late to the Kill Bill game. So
still waiting on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Winter Soldier. I love the character again. I'm always gonna go back to that fight between him and Cap and Iron Man at the end of Civil War. I think it's one of the best fight scenes that in the entire MCU. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna go with the Winter Soldier, but who knows? Maybe once I see Kill Bill, I'll watch this and say I was wrong.
Yeah. Well,
that scene in Kill Bill 2 where she rips out Daryl Hannah's eye is still fucking. It still gets.
Oh yeah,
dude.
One day Jacob's gonna see all these movies and be like, "Hold on, we got to redo the votes for the last 40 episodes I've been on."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well,
I haven't been on that many.
Yeah, so I watched Kill Bill 1 and 2 in preparation for this for the first time. I watched them yesterday, and holy shit! Like, sorry, that's all I can say. It's like man, like my jaw was on the floor. I absolutely freaking love these movies. Like they're incredible, and like all the stylized stuff. Like I just love all the different choices Tarantino made. Like it's just like I was late to quite a few Tarantino movies, and like man, like there's a lot of things that he does that are almost near masterpieces that I feel like this in a lot of ways kind of is, but at the same time though, I do see like a couple of things that they're kind of cartoonish, but I know that's kind of almost supposed to be like maybe almost like an anime kind of style, almost like when she goes around cutting people's heads off and it's literally like spraying out blood, like just like full blast blood everywhere. I'm just like all right, like that's a little bit over the top, but
there's usually a large section of the movie. There's usually a large section of the movie that's animated.
Yeah, right.
I noticed it's designed like the structure of it's like a graphic novel.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
But
for me, I particularly liked Volume 1 probably a little better, but I like both of them. Like the whole scene in Volume 2, which you're doing all the trading stuff with the like monk. It is like some like pretty funny stuff, but also pretty entertaining and just really cool stuff. So yeah, but and I'm sad that I can't vote for the Winter Soldier because I absolutely love the character. I've actually met Sebastian Stan and like he's freaking awesome. I have pictures with him, but
he's watching this. He's gonna be upset.
Yeah, right. Sorry, because we know that you're watching. Yeah, but
he's also a big Kill Bill fan, so he'll get it.
Yeah, right. We got to go with The Bride, though. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. Quentin Tarantino says that he considers it just one movie, but I don't know if they would work as well as one movie. I think it was actually a good decision to split them into two movies.
Well, it's released. You can't get the whole bloody affair.
Yeah, right.
I heard that. Yeah.
Well, so I always think like, what if I would have seen this live in theaters because the first one ends on a pretty big cliffhanger. And you got to wait a year for the next one. So I mean, that would have been kind of interesting to see. But The Bride it is. But it was a close one though. So, but next though we still have Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China going up against Jack Bryan. We got two Jacks. So yeah. So. But for Jack Ryan, we're just talking about the overall character again.
So my vote's for Jack.
I just chose that. Yeah. Jack.
Yeah.
Just move them both.
Who's that Jack?
Yeah.
Jack Green doing this.
Yeah. But Steven, you're going to be first. So who you got?
Well, I love all the Jack Ryan stuff. Even the Amazon Prime show with John Krasinski. Even though the second season does get very ridiculous. I mean, the guy commits an act of war and doesn't suffer any consequences from
it.
Sounds like their life sometimes.
Yep.
But Harrison Ford is my favorite, and I love Clear and Present Danger the most. Although I'm also a huge fan of The Sum of All Fears. So
good stuff.
Yeah, I'll go with Jack Ryan.
Yeah. But kind of figured that character might be up your alley, like a lot of 24 vibes sometimes. That character. Yeah, but Richie, what do you think?
I haven't seen all of like Harrison Ford's portrayal of Jack Ryan. I did watch like recently-ish the A Clear Prison Danger. I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. It just wasn't my thing. But yeah, I've seen the other ones, and he's a cool character. But Jack Burton is what I find Jack Burton way more charismatic, and Big John with Little China's like just ridiculous fun. So I will go Jack Burton.
Yeah. Jordan.
You don't know Jack. I gotta go Burton here, man. I don't know if I was too young. I remember seeing Some of All Fears in the theaters. It was one of my birthday presents, and I immediately started to tear up and go, "Can we see something else? This shouldn't count." Or to death, Dad. But yeah, I think I was just too young for it. But no, I think Jack Burton's. I'm more into that kind of character. I haven't seen this TV show, but that's not what we're talking about anyway. So Jack Burton.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob.
I will go.
You've seen neither one of these, have you?
Right.
Shut up. I'm gonna go with Jack.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Jack Ryan because Jordan voted for Jack Burton.
Yeah. See how he didn't deny that he hasn't seen these.
Yep.
Hey, I didn't talk when it was your turn, Jordan.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I'm kind of just lukewarm on the Jack Ryan series as a whole. Like I probably Some of All Fears the best, and that really isn't saying too much. I mean, that movie's good, but it's not great in my opinion. And yeah, like Jack Burton, he's an awesome character. Like I gotta go with Jack Burton and the Pork Chop Express. So yeah, I'll go with that. Soda.
I'm gonna go with Jack Ryan just based on this whole thing that Jack Burton's not even the hero of his own movie, so he's more of a sidekick.
Yeah. Well, it is true. Like it makes a lot of sense. Like it's like all the other people, like doing all the action. He's just having some like dumb luck. He's like stumbling into kind of.
Yeah. so yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Ryan.
Yeah. Well, I've got.
Whoa. It is a tie.
Oof. Oh, it's a tie. Okay. The reason I was thinking
It was a tie because Jacob went for a spite vote.
So is it Jordan with the tiebreaker? Is that what
Did Jacob just abuse his powers and mute me?
All right.
I did.
Right, well,
yes, I did, Jordan. Because
you should lose his tiebreaker for abusing his powers.
You thought, this is rigged.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Before you vote, Jacob, I'm sorry.
All right, Jack Burton.
Look what you did to him.
Jack Burton can go through. Then he apologized.
All right.
You know what?
Jack Burton, it is.
So
yeah. But that'll be the end of round one. So we're at the almost the 2.5 hour mark. So
yeah,
this is where.
Hang on.
Did you change the list that I got from? I guess it was. I think it was Austin who gave me the list.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of changes we had to make. We substituted 3 characters out. So yeah.
Yeah, because there's one character that I know I haven't seen that wasn't on this.
Say it.
Yeah.
I was wondering where Howard the Duck was.
No.
Yeah.
But Robin Hood from The Adventures of Robin Hood, I think is.
Yeah, we switched that one out. Just
Nero Flynn? Nice.
Yeah.
I prefer the fox.
But yeah, for round 2 though, this is where we fly. So we've had a nice 2.5 hours to get all the pleasantries out of the way and to kind of talk a little more about each character. But now it's time to fly. So we're going to go 10 seconds or less. You got to vote quick. I'm going to try to hold you to it. So we'll just fly through it and we'll come to a winner pretty quick here. So yeah.
I just remember Robin Hood being one of them because that was a movie.
All right, Steven, 10 seconds.
Yeah. We switched them out. I think we put like some other superhero character in there. I think probably like Deadpool or something like that. But anyways, so yeah, the first matchup though for round 2 though we have Hit Girl going up against Inspector. Jackie Chan's character because I can't read it.
Inspector Chan.
So yeah, Wing.
Wing.
We'll call him Wing. Yeah, but I believe was it Richie at first? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what do you got? between these.
Hit Girl going up against Senior Inspector. I don't want to be cancelled, so just Police Story. No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see this fight in real life. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Actually, would be cool.
Maybe not Jackie Chan versus Chloe Grace Moretz, but that'd be a bit blindsided. But I'll go Hit Girl.
Yeah. Jordan.
Hit Girl.
Yeah. Jacob.
Hit Girl.
I'm gonna go with Inspector Wing. Soda.
Hit Girl.
Yeah. Steven.
I'm just kidding. Hit Girl.
Okay. I was gonna say that. What's going on now? So it's
I was
Hit Girl,
gonna wait
other
until
one.
the 9-second mark and then say.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I see. Yeah. But next we got Terminator going up against a man with no name. So
Terminator.
Jordan, yeah. Jacob?
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. Soda?
Terminator.
Yeah. Steven?
Terminator.
Yeah, Richie?
Terminator.
It's a clean sweep. All right. Sounds good. All right. So then we have John Wick going up against Neo. Ooh, with the Keanu matchup. All right. So Jacob.
John Wick.
Yeah. The Matrix is higher on my list, but John Wick, though. I still got to go with John Wick. So,
John Wick, because his skills are in the real world.
Yep. Steven?
I'll be the odd man out, Neo.
Yeah. Richie?
John Wick.
Yeah. Jordan?
John Wick.
Yeah, so John Wick it is. All right.
Yeah, come on, Richie. You can't vote against your favorite movie.
I
yeah.
know. Matrix is on my list of sport too, though.
Yeah. Well, we have Nicholas Angel going up against James Bond. Man.
This makes me nervous.
So I'm up first. I think I got to go with James Bond. So.
Yeah, me too. Even though I love Hot Fuzz better, I'll go with James Bond.
Yeah. Steven?
Bond.
Yeah.
You absolute cowards, Nicholas
Richie?
Angel. Nicholas Angel, you cowards. You can vote for Nicholas. You can vote for whatever. Nicholas Angel.
Yeah, right.
I'm with you,
Whatever.
Richie. Angel. Nicholas Angel.
Jacob?
Yeah, Nicholas Angel, which brings it to a tie, Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the tiebreaker.
Shit.
So I got the tiebreaker.
Come on, man. Nicholas Angel.
This one's tough. I'm almost tempted to switch it up, but I'm a huge James Bond fan, so
No, you're not.
sorry. I gotta go James Bond. Yep.
No.
Yep, I am. Sorry.
Bullshit.
Yep. But sorry, Nicholas Angel, because I think he's a great character, but but
Obviously not.
yeah, not as great as James Bond. But we have Ethan Hunt going up against Thor. So Soda.
Oh, Thor.
Yeah. Steven?
I'll go with Ethan Hunt, but it's very close for me.
Yeah. Richie?
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah. Jordan?
Thor.
Okay. Jacob?
Thor.
And I think I gotta go with Ethan Hunt.
All right, another tie, and
Another
tiebreaker's back down to Soda.
Thor.
Yeah. Thor, right. Sounds good. Thor it is. Moving on.
I just think I like spies more than superheroes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love Thor, though.
Yeah.
It's just, one's a god.
Yeah.
One's a god, one's an agent.
Yeah. One thinks he's a god.
Yeah. We have Rama going up against John
no.
McClane.
Oh, God.
God.
All right, well, it's Steven first, so.
Yippee-ki-yay, it's John McClane for me.
Yep. Richie?
I love Rama, but John McClane.
Yeah.
John McClane.
Jacob?
I'm going Rama.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go with Rama, but can't against John McClane, so.
Yeah, John McClane.
Yep. All right. John McClane it is. Yeah, it's got to be in the poll at least. I mean, come on. But we have Wolverine going up against John Matrix. All right. So, Richie, you're up first.
Wolverine.
Snick, Wolverine.
Yeah. Jacob?
Wolverine.
Yeah, I got to go with Wolverine.
I'm going
Soda?
with James Howlett, Wolverine.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Steven?
I would have gone with John Matrix.
Oh, nice. A little love, but yeah, Wolverine. Yeah. We got Furiosa going up against Harley Quinn.
man.
All right. Battle of the female characters. So, Jordan, you're up.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Jacob?
Furiosa.
I think I got to go. Oh, man. This one's really tough. I'm going to have to use my whole 10 seconds here. I'm going to go with Furiosa, yeah.
Yeah,
Soda?
I'm not going to go against my pudding, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, sure. Steven?
Furiosa.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Richie?
Harley Quinn.
Oh,
Harley
it's a
Quinn.
tie. Nope,
It's
it's
a
a
tie.
tie. Steven.
There's the Steven.
Harley Quinn.
You can switch it if you want.
Harley.
Sorry, I love Margot
Furiosa.
Robbie, but I got to go with Furiosa.
Yeah.
I love Charlize Theron more than Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Don't apologize.
Furiosa.
Don't apologize to me.
Leviosa.
Apologize to Australia, okay? Apologize.
Yeah, right.
Steven, you don't need to
The whole
apologize for making the right choice.
Yeah.
What do I got to apologize to Australia? They have too many deadly animals in them.
And
Yeah,
that's
right.
not everywhere. It's not like there's no nearly animals in my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. It's called you, baby.
Except for me.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so that's the
That's
end of
just
that.
got weird.
All right. Yeah.
This might
Awkward.
end up being the shortest tournament fights in a while.
Yeah, our very
Yeah.
first one went about 2 hours, but beyond that, they've been kind of long. Yeah. But we have Iron Man going up against Martin Riggs. Okay.
Oh, this one is
What
really
kind-
tough.
They're both kind of drinkers, like alcoholics, kind of. But Jacob, I think you're up first.
And I'm going to go with Iron Man.
Yeah, got to go with Iron Man.
Even
So-
dead, I'm the hero, Iron Man.
Yep. Steven.
I'll go with Martin Riggs, but if Iron Man wins, they're neck and neck for me. So
Yeah. Richie.
Martin Riggs.
Yeah. Jordan.
Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, just by a small margin, Iron Man.
It's almost another tie.
Yeah.
Almost.
Close. Yeah. But next, though, we got Jack Sparrow going against Spider-Man. So, and it's me first. So, I got to go Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yep. Steven?
I guess Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Way to be
Richie?
What a convicting answer.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Jacob?
Spider-Man.
Yep. Spider versus the
Sorry.
Sparrow.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm
Yeah,
just not enthusiastic
Johnny.
about either one of them.
Oh yeah, I am, but yeah. But we got Deadpool going up against Eggsy. Okay,
Okay, I'm even less enthusiastic now.
and it's Soda first.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Steven?
Sure, I'll go with Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know what? Eggsy.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Jordan? Jacob?
Eggsy.
And I'm gonna go Deadpool. I believe that's Deadpool, right?
Yep,
Was it
4-2 for Deadpool.
Okay.
It might be because I've seen him do these kind of smart alecky kind of roles so much that when I rewatched Safe House the other day, it
10
was
seconds, Steven.
it was refreshing to see him play a straight role for once.
Oh yeah. We've gotten a lot of jokey Ryan Reynolds stuff lately, but got Black Panther versus Ellen Ripley. Okay.
Oh,
Jacob,
man.
you son of a bitch.
Yep. Yeah. And it'll be Steven first.
It's much as I like Black Panther, it's got to be Ellen Ripley.
Yeah. Richie?
Ripley.
Yeah.
I have Alien playing in the background right now. Ellen Ripley.
Nice. Jacob?
Ripley.
Yeah, I got to go with Ellen Ripley.
Ripley.
Soda? Yep. Ellen Ripley it is. Clean sweep.
Sorry, Chadwick, we love you.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. But we have Snake Plissken going up against Batman. All right. So it is Richie first. What you got?
Batman.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Batman.
Have you ever seen me and Batman in the same room at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you been to Comic-Con?
I'm going to a con this weekend, but it's a horror con. So.
Jordan, who'd you vote for?
Batman.
I vote for Batman.
Other
Yeah.
Jordan.
Batman.
Sorry.
Batman.
Yep. So, Steven?
Batman.
Yep. Batman it is. Might be a heavy favorite. But we got Aragorn going up against Han Solo.
Ooh.
Ew.
All
right.
I go first, don't I?
No, it's Jordan first.
Okay, good.
Han
A
Solo.
little bit. Yeah.
Jordan, take some more
Jacob?
time.
Yeah.
All right, wait, let me think about it. Han Solo.
Yeah.
Can you think one more
Think about
time?
No, 10 seconds, Jacob.
Yep. Gotta make a decision.
Aragorn.
Yeah. I gotta go Aragorn, yeah.
Han Solo.
Yeah. Steven?
Aragorn, because Han Solo hasn't decapitated anyone.
Ooh. What's it gonna be, Richie? Will it be a tie?
Aragorn.
Ooh, it
Ooh.
will not be a tie.
No. Aragorn it is.
Sorry,
Well.
Harrison Ford. You got
We
3-1.
don't like you.
Yeah.
You
Right.
got 3-1.
Hey,
We
I
hate you.
voted for Indy,
Just
so you can't say that to me.
Yeah, same here. Bastards.
Yeah. Well, next we got Luke Skywalker going up against Sarah Connor. Okay. Oh man. All right. Jacob, you're up first now.
You know what? I might like Luke Skywalker more, but if we're talking action, I'm gonna go Sarah Connor.
Yeah. I think I got to go with Luke. So.
Luke.
So. Yeah. Steven?
Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
As much as I want to see Luke versus Han Solo, Sarah Connor's a better action star. It might be so a better action hero. So I'll go with Sarah Connor.
Plus Han
Yeah.
Solo's out, so we wouldn't be able to see that.
Oh, that's
anyway.
right.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Well, Jordan?
Sarah Connor.
Ooh, so
4-2 for Sarah.
Sarah Connor. All right. Sounds good. We got the Bride going up against Jack Burton.
Oof.
So, and it's me first. I think I got to go with the Bride. Yeah.
The Bride.
Yeah.
The Bride.
Steven? Yep.
It's the one.
Richie?
The Bride.
Yeah.
The Bride.
And Jacob?
Jack Burton, because I kind of want to see Big Trouble in Little China more than I want to see Kill Bill.
Yeah. Well, the Bride's moving on, though. So, let's see. And up next, that'll be the end of that round. So the winners of the next round will be in our poll tomorrow. So whoever wins these next ones will be the ones we'll be voting on.
Why do I have a feeling there's going to be some difficult ones?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always how it is in these later rounds, for sure. But
Oh, this one will be.
let's see. We got
Hit
Hit Girl versus the Terminator. So, and it's Soda first.
I'm gonna go with.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with Hit Girl.
Yeah. Steven?
Terminator.
Yeah. Richie?
Terminator.
Jacob?
You know what? Chaos. Hit Girl.
Ooh. So you're gonna. I don't want to make it a tie. Now I got to go Terminator.
All right.
All right. Terminator.
Here's
it
the
is.
first one in the poll.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah,
is-
we're gonna get crucified if that wasn't in the plot.
yeah, right.
Not that,
Yeah,
not that I was thinking. But,
Now we're still getting crucified.
yeah.
yeah, we
Oh,
don't
yeah. We are.
Yeah. We have John Wick versus James Bond here.
We're getting crucified. Yeah.
Correct. So
They're two sides of the same fucking coin.
yeah. Who's up first? Is it Richie?
Steven.
Okay, Steven.
James. I mean, it's in my name. 007, James Bond.
Yep. Richie.
Yeah. Well, we might get crucified because we're not going James Bond. We're going John Wick.
Yep.
Hell yeah, John Wick.
Yeah. Jacob?
I'm gonna go with John Wick.
I also got to go John Wick. So.
It's not gonna change the vote, but I'm gonna go with Bond.
Ooh, it was close, but John Wick it is. All right.
Shaken and stirred, baby.
Yep. But we got Thor still in there against John McClane. Ooh. All right. So, Richie.
John McClane.
Yeah. Jordan.
John McClane.
Yeah. Jacob.
John McClane.
Yeah, I got to go John McClane.
Thor.
Soda. Thor. Steven.
McLean.
Yep. Well, McClane it is. Yep. He's always a heavy favorite in these things.
Yeah, the second John to make it.
Yep. All right. We have Wolverine going up against Furiosa.
Ooh,
All right.
this one's a tough one.
Yeah. So, Jordan.
Oh boy. Wolverine.
Yeah. Jacob.
Wolverine.
Yeah, I got to go Wolverine.
Yeah, Weapon X.
Yep. Steven.
You know what? I'll show some love to Furiosa.
Furiosa.
It's Furiosa, not Furiosa.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Furiosa.
Wolverine.
Yep.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. Yep. Melissa didn't say it right, so she's not advancing. All right, so that'll be the first half of our poll. Those four will be in it. So, see what else we got. We got Iron Man going up against Spider-Man. All right.
That's just cruel.
Yeah, it's brutal. So with Jacob, you're up first. The two main characters of Spider-Man Homecoming. Right here.
Iron Man.
Yeah. I gotta go Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Soda?
Spider-Man because you could argue that Iron Man is his own villain sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. Steven.
Iron Man.
Yeah. Richie?
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Jordan?
I gotta go Iron Man because you could argue that we all have a little villain in us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it a
and
tie?
besides, he
That's a tie,
sacrificed
and I-
himself to save the universe. So
Yeah.
That is a tie, and I believe Richie has
Yeah.
the tiebreaker.
You got the tiebreaker, so you got
I'm sticking with Spider-Man.
yeah. Gonna make the right choice. And you did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Next though, we got Deadpool going up against Ellen Ripley. All right. So it's me first. I gotta go Ellen Ripley. Yeah.
Deadpool.
Soda? Yeah. Steven?
Ellen Ripley.
Yeah. Richie?
Ripley.
Ellen Ripley.
Yeah. Jacob?
Ripley. Yep, Ripley.
Yeah. Ripley for the win. All right. Let's see. And we got Batman up against Aragorn. All right. Soda, you're up.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go controversial. I'm gonna go Aragorn.
All right. Steven?
No, I'm going to go with Aragorn too.
Yeah.
There's no Aragorn too.
Richie? Yeah.
I'll go Batman.
Yeah. Jordan?
Batman.
Yeah. Jacob?
Aragorn.
Yeah, I think I got to go Aragorn too.
Oh
So,
wow!
Wow.
Aragorn with-
Like Aragorn it is,
Aragorn moves on.
might be a
Oh,
bit of an
wow.
upset, but yeah. So
I mean,
let's
we
see.
just celebrated comic books not too long ago, so
Yeah, right.
Batman
Let's see some other characters in here. Yeah.
and The Dark
But-
Knight happens to be somebody's new favorite movie.
Mm. yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, you watch it?
Yeah,
Jordan?
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Just smiling
Just
hard.
like, no.
Uh-huh.
Prove I
wanna-
didn't.
Yeah.
Prove I
Yeah.
didn't.
But we got Sarah
We go to your
Connor.
letterboxed.
Shit, you
Oh,
can prove
Sweet.
it. Very easily proven.
It's going up against the bride. Sarah Connor being the bride. So, Steven, you're up first.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, this one's tough.
This is the hardest one yet so far.
Yeah.
because they're pretty much almost evenly matched.
Yep. Well,
10 seconds now.
Yeah.
7, 6.
All right, Richie.
I'll go with the
Come back to-
bride, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Richie, what do you think?
I'm gonna give a shit if it doesn't take me too long, and I can't.
Yep.
4.
The Bride.
Yeah. Jordan?
Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Jacob?
Sarah Connor.
I think I got to go with the bride.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the bride too because she's trained.
Yep. Well, the bride, just by a little bit. So, yeah. All right.
Not a bad Elite
Well-
8.
Well, these are the Elite Eight. So now we're shooting for Final Four. All right. So let me come over here and zoom it out a little bit. Let's see, because the tournament's massive. So we got the Terminator going up against John Wick. All right. Got these tough choices, but I think Richie, you're up first. So
You know, I feel like, Terminator made it as far as, it still made it a good way, but I feel like John Wick deserves to get through. So John Wick.
yeah. Jordan.
Yeah, why not? John Wick.
Yeah.
Why not?
Jacob?
John Wick.
Yeah. John Wick's in my top 5 of all time. So John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick for
So-
me too.
Yeah.
And once again, I'll be the lone descent with Terminator.
Sure, yeah. Well, John Wick it is in the Final Four. Right.
Oh.
Now we got John McClane. We got another John. Johns are everywhere. Going up against Wolverine. So, ooh.
Oh,
So-
man.
I believe that it's Jordan first, right? So who you got?
Is it? Shit.
Yeah.
Man, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm gonna vote against Wolverine, John McClane.
Yeah. Jacob?
Wolverine.
Man, this might be the hardest one for me so far. Probably Wolverine, yeah. Just because I saw Logan and it freaking floored me. So,
Yeah, Wolverine as well.
yeah. Steven?
Yippee-ki-yay, I'm sticking with John McClane.
Yeah.
Kaye, mother.
Richie?
It might go for a tie because I'm going to go John McClane.
Ooh, all right.
It is a tie, and I believe Jordan, JPO.
You got the tiebreaker. Gonna keep
Yeah,
it or
man,
switch it?
because I know we're always superhero heavy. Let's go with some action stars. Yippee-ki-yay, John McClane.
Yeah, John McClane.
And that
About
means
right.
the next round will be John versus John.
Yeah.
And
Big
John
John.
will make
John.
it to the finals.
Yeah.
Yep. There will be a John. So we got Spider-Man against Ellen Ripley. And it's Jacob, you're first.
Spider-Man.
Oh man. Yeah. I think Spider-Man, just because I can see where they're going with the movies, and I really like the direction where the last one ended off. So Spider-Man. Soda?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Spider-Man.
Yeah. Steven?
Did you ever see this really old movie called Aliens? Ellen
Yeah,
Ripley.
right. Yeah, right.
Bought a xenomorph yesterday from Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Ripley.
Yeah.
Ripley.
Tie
Who's
again. I think.
another tie?
Yeah, it ties it up, and I will put Spider-Man through.
Ooh, all right. Spider-Man it is. It's close. All right.
Happy International Women's Day, Ellen Ripley. Yeah, even though that was coming out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We got almost all the female characters. We got one more. So we got Aragorn versus the Bride. All right, and it's me first. I'm gonna go with the Bride, even though I like the Lord of the Rings movies a little better, but I'm gonna go with the Bride. Soda?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Even though I have Lord of the Rings tattooed on my arm, I'm gonna go with the Bride as well.
Yeah. Steven?
Well, I was going to go with Aragorn, but you guys kind of made me now think, well, we need some female representation here, so I'll go with the Bride.
I feel like this is good. I feel like it's going to win by. I feel like it's going to win by guilt trip because I just did the International Women's Day comic. But anyway,
Yeah.
You can vote any way you want. Don't let me influence you. I'm going to go the Bride though.
Sorry, you did it to yourself. So.
Richie made everyone feel like they don't want to be douches, so the Bride.
Let's not be a douche on International Women's Day, right?
Well, I don't feel like a douche, and I'm going to go with Aragorn.
All right. Well, even so, the votes are in. So, but all right. So we got our final four here. So let's zoom it out just a hair. All right. So we got the Battle of the Johns, John McClane and John Wick up first. So, Soda, you're up first.
I'm gonna go John Wick.
Yeah. Steven?
McLean.
Yeah. Richie?
Wick.
Jordan?
Now I'm taking up too much time. McLean.
Stuff. Yeah. Jacob?
Wick.
And I'm also going to go with Wick. So.
All right, Wick moves on.
John Wick in the finals. All right. So now we got Spider-Man versus the Bride. So
That'd be great. Spider-Man versus the Bride.
yeah.
So, the final match is either going to be super easy for me or hard, but for the wrong reason.
Yep. Same. I'm kind of the same way. But Steven, you're up first.
The Bride, for sure.
Yeah. Richie?
The Bride.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for Beatrix Kiddo.
Wait, who's that? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Jacob.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, normally I would always go Spider-Man, but man, like it might be recency bias, but I freaking loved Kill Bill, so I got to go the Bride.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bride as well.
Yeah. I also want to see the Bride match up against John Wick.
Yeah, that'd be a dope ass fight.
Yeah.
Well, we now have it.
Yep. Now I have it. So this is it. It comes down to this. Now I can zoom it in a little bit. All right, John Wick versus the Bride for the championship. So I believe that it's Jordan first, right? Is that where we're at?
Let's go for Mr. Wick.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go with Wick.
Yeah, I think I got to go with John Wick.
I'm gonna go based purely on motivation. I'm actually gonna go with the Bride because I think going after the person who supposedly killed your daughter is more motivating than the person who killed your dog. Not that killing your dog isn't sad.
For a dog person.
Yeah.
So am I. But I mean, daughter, dog.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cat guy.
Yeah.
No one's gonna go up.
Not me. Well, that's Steven.
The Bride.
Yeah. Richie?
All right, it's difficult. The Bride.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Okay.
It is, and you get the tiebreaker.
Oh, snap.
You get the tiebreaker.
How much do you guys want the Bride?
No.
Other Jordan, damn
Other
it.
Jordan.
Yeah, there we go.
He agrees with me, though, so we're good.
Now, how much do you want to bribe me to vote for your pick? I mean, how much? Come on, what's it worth to you? Yeah.
$100 in Monopoly money.
Well,
I don't actually
yeah,
have
right.
Monopoly, so.
Yeah. Well, just because I just saw the Kill Bill for the first time, and I feel like I need a little more time to let it sit before I actually like put it in my all-time
10 seconds,
favorites
Jordan.
yet. But I gotta go
No, he's
with
doing the right
John
thing.
Wick. Yep.
Woo!
John Wick for the win. He's number one.
That's-
Greatest
the only
action
reason
hero
I
of
voted
all
for the-
time.
The only reason I voted for the bride is because John Wick's already won a poll, which is my one.
I was about to say, and with that,
That's
is
true.
John Wick the first 2-time winner of tournament fights?
I think someone else
Does
is
it-
I think so.
Does it count when it's the character and not the movie?
Well, he was in the movie, so I mean, he
And the movie
shares
was
that
John Wick.
victory.
Yeah, and we almost had Mary Poppins win it, but I think it made it in like the
Almost.
finals and didn't quite win it. But yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah. So that was a fun time, guys. Thanks for that. So I'm just gonna zoom it out. You can kind of see like it was a massive tournament. These things always are. So I mean, we narrowed it down from 64 all the way down to John Wick for the win. So if anyone wants to go watch John Wick, I'm welcome to do that or not. I mean, but that's a suggestions because it did win the tournament. But yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So not as long as some of our other episodes. We've gone 5 hours before because we had people who love to talk. So yeah. First and foremost, Adam Witt when we did greatest stand-up comedians of all time.
Oh yeah, no, I've done shows with Wit. He can talk.
But he's great to have though. Like he was a lot of fun though.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. but yeah, so thanks again guys for joining us for this episode. So you can see the poll tomorrow about midday over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group. It'll be up and you can vote and you can see if people yell at us for not having some of those like those iconic characters that maybe should have made it, but we'll see what the
Indiana
community
Jones
thinks.
and Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Like
There's a lot of them.
Girl?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, we'll just go around the horn. If you have anything you want to promote, you can tell us where we can find you, all that good stuff. So we'll start with Soda. Where can we find you?
Personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman. Like I said, part of the Northern Entertainment Group. But tomorrow you can see me at 2:00 Pacific over on the Let's Get Ready Network on the Dropkicks discussing the week in professional wrestling.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Steven, where can we find you?
Letterboxd. It's Shepard82, and I'll be back here on Tuesday for I think is that the either the Oscar one or the One Crazy Day Night Part 2.
I think Oscar ones will be up first, and then we'll be doing the One Crazy Night. So yeah, that'll be a good time. Yeah. And Richie, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me around the place. I'm always on here, pitching in. And I'm always on John Owen's channel as well. So look at that. I've got like a battleground one coming up soon. Not a date yet, but soon. I'm facing John Ma, so should be interesting. And I don't know how good I am debating, but we'll see what happens. I'll be the next one of these I'm on is the One Crazy Night thing. So part two. So
Yeah.
That would be fun. Seeing you, I'm around.
Yeah, sounds good. Jordan Owens, where can we find you?
Yeah, popping up on this channel from time to time. And me and Jacob have a podcast. Screw you guys, it's every Thursday now. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if that's 6. But when we talk about pro wrestling, as well as speaking of wrestling, the Pierce Wrestling channel, we do wrestling trivia, wrestling interviews, exclusive wrestling matches, all on that channel, as well as Real Pro Wrestling. We are live tomorrow in Fort Myers over at the Crown Plaza. Ave Maria on March 19th. We'll be live there as well. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. And then the Pierce Code channel. We got movie trivia. We got a movie podcast over there. So, yes.
Yeah. We've got a lot of wrestling fans in the community, but I just kind of think JPO, like if you want to see like the most wrestling content that's put out there, he's one of the ones that just keeps putting it out. So yeah. But Jacob, where can we find you?
Like Jordan mentioned, we have a podcast about wrestling here on the channel every Thursday. We did do one earlier this week on Monday discussing Revolution. And maybe we'll talk about the show that Jordan was just at. Because he was just at AEW.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Last Wednesday night, not last night, Wednesday night. So yeah, we do that every Thursday. The time has not been decided yet, but just look for the link and join us live if you want. Me and Austin, who could not be here tonight due to personal reasons, we have a podcast about movies every Saturday. We will not be doing one tomorrow because, like I said, Austin is out due to personal reasons. So check for us the following weekend. We should be back, hopefully, if he's doing okay. And so, since he's not here, I'll just plug his stuff. Him and Henry Confidential do Let's Rank stuff, and they just did an epic Batman rank, and I have not checked it out yet, but I probably will soon. So, check that out over on Henry Confidential's channel. And tell your loved ones that you love them, because you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, for real, that's a true statement. So yeah. But for me, you can find me on all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121. You can find all the information about our channel there, and also in the Shoutout Friends and Family group. So, and you can find the poll with the Elite 8 that you can vote on about midday tomorrow. And also, if you want to talk Schmodown, we talk a lot of Schmodown there. And then also, if you have anything you want to post, that any project, any YouTube shows that you might have, feel free to post to your heart's content over in the Schmodown Friends and Family, because we always build each other up and support each other over there. So that's a great community. And then also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, also do that. We're doing a big push for subscribers. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we hit 200 subscribers, so you can watch for that. I know Austin has a couple box sets he might be given away, so you can watch for that. But and then just a little preview of some episodes we have coming up. So Steven already mentioned the best picture winners we've been going through all the years. So this next one's actually going to be 1990 through 2002. Previously, I said 1991, but we're actually going all the way back to 1990 through 2002. So we have that, and then we have part 2 of our best one crazy night movies, just movies that take place in either one day or one night. And there are so many of them that we had to do a part 2. So we got that coming up, and then we also have best rom-coms part 2. But we're doing the same thing. Yeah. So we for those series we're doing a 2-parter for tournament fights. We're going to take the Sweet 16 from each episode, and we're going to do a half tournament. So we got 2 longer episodes and then a shorter one for the championship. And we're going to throw the Sweet 16 of each one into those for the championships. And then also we have our worst movies of all time, and that's for our tournament fight battle. So we're going to have 5 of us. We're each going to submit about
Again, I'm on
that. Yep, I'm on that one too. So. And also Steven's on that one. So yeah. And I just submit the worst movies that you've ever seen. So if you had a bad theater experience, if you had a bad time watching it at home, you just think that a movie is just completely and totally awful, then we're going to be voting for the worst of the worst. So whoever wins will be the one we think is the worst. So we got that one. And then we also have best video game movies of all time for tournament fights coming up too. So that one's going to be kind of tough because there's not a lot of good video game movies out there. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's pretty much where you guys can find us. So thanks again to all my guests for joining us tonight. And also, if you guys ever have any ideas for any tournament fights, we're always open to suggestions. So you can DM me. We also have an email that's moviehero2121@gmail.com. And if you hear any topics that you like and you want to be on an episode, this show thrives on having really great guests, so we're always open to have you on any of those episodes. But I think that'll do it for us tonight. So for Soda, for Steven, for Richie, for Mr. JPO, who had to bump off, for Jacob Barber, I've been Jordan Movie Hero Anderson, and we'll see you guys next time.